You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Snap, the kick, it's been blocked again! Oh my! It's been blocked again! It's going to heave one deep down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone! It's a touchdown! And the Gators have won the game! Tyreek Cleveland! Oh my! I can't believe what I just saw! Dropping back to throw, pops and fires the ball over the middle. It's Tyreek! It's Tyreek! Got a touchdown! Tyreek got a touchdown! Oh my! Tyreek's got a touchdown! Hands it off to Harmon. He comes back. Say goodbye.
Ahmad Black, in his final game as a Gator, takes it all the way home and sends Urban out a winner.
You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Boys and girls, ladies and gents, it's a pop-up show, live stream. We kicking it, Stadium and Gale, same corner, different time. Dan, what it do, baby?
Happy Saturday, brother. Happy Saturday.
Championship football on the television. Hey, everybody that's already here, like, subscribe, share on Twitter, retweet, engage with us. We hanging out, man. Should be a fun show. We got Stephen Harris pulling up, Treyaun Webb. Also, Deontrey Robinson. Do have a cancellation from Tank, but Tank's going to pull up on us during the week show on Monday evening. So it's all still good vibes, man.
And Neil Blackman, too, right?
Neil Blackman. We're talking some hoops today as well.
Gator basketball. 9-0 Gator basketball. Maybe a top 10 team.
We hope.
Vices. Already
big
pouring.
Vices.
Ready to hang out. This will be a very casual show. We're going to look at a lot of comments and everything else. We're going to be watching the game. They're doing the national anthem right now, it looks like. We're just hanging out here. Core, how's your evening, brother? How's your week?
I've been having a solid week, bro. This morning woke up, got up super early, went and did some exercise, got the blood flowing, got my thoughts flowing, bro. I was excited about this live stream. So it's been a solid morning, bro. I watched the ASU game, which was Dillingham is lucky that we don't have a coaching list right now. I put his ass right on it. You know, he lucky we scrapped that thing because Dilly got ASU cooking. They blew Iowa State out. It should be interesting watching them in the playoffs. But just enjoying some championship football. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, man. It was a good week, busy week. Still dealing with a little bit of cough, but I think we're over that now. Had a office Christmas party yesterday, so I hosted that here where I live, up on the rooftop. It's cold here in Gainesville or in Tampa, man. It's chilly out there, and then we went out afterwards as an office, and then tonight, it's a buddy of mine's birthday, so we're going to the nightclub tonight. So it's gonna be a long day. I'm already kind of dreading what that's gonna look like. So, but got to start early.
I mean, office parties are tricky because you want to have a good time, but you also got to worry about HR. So it's like balancing. You can't get too. Sometimes people go to the bar and forget they're at the bar and the workout party. So it's a little tricky with that, man.
Yeah, I had to let somebody go last year because we had an office. Event that we did at the JW Marriott, right? And so it was like a pool party, not a party thing, right? Like we just went there to the pool, drank, ate, and she just got too drunk and she started mouthing off to somebody, and one thing kind of led to another. I tell people all the time when you have office events, you can't get promoted at an office event, but you definitely can get fired. So remember that as that holiday season is coming around. But no, it was a good time yesterday, man. It was nice and relaxed. I got a great team that I work with, so shout out to them. Nobody got fired yesterday.
Nah, man, that sounds great, man. The wife we got her work Christmas party is next week, and I already got the rules from her. I know how to behave myself, but she was like, hey, we're not having more than 2 drinks because you just, there's no win at the office party. You just want to go greet yourself, have a good time, shake some hand, kiss some babies, get out of there without embarrassing yourself a little bit, man. Did y'all do Secret Santa and whatnot? How did that work out?
We did Secret Santa on Thursday as an office, just because now starts to get to that time of year where people start going on vacation and trying to get everybody in the office on the same day to do that. So I got golf balls for my Secret Santa. And then the person that I got her a pickleball set. So she's got into pickleball. Have you played pickleball?
Okay. I haven't. I want to get into it. I know some people that play it avidly around here, but I haven't gotten into it. Do you play it?
I've never played. I'm not against playing. I've never. I'm going to sound like a loser. I've never been like invited to play pickleball. Right.
Yeah.
Like I've got a small group of friends, like not really like in my close circle that plays, but there's a number of courts around here. And then a lot of the courts in South Florida, I noticed when I was, when we were visiting my parents, that there's a lot of courses, a lot of tennis courts that have been turned into pickleball. So I want to play sometime, but no, I haven't played yet. So yeah, Real Deal says he plays it every week. So shout out to people in the comments. Let's see. Chris Sorley, you were here early. Appreciate
Chris
you.
is always an early riser, man.
He said, "Sup, Dan? It's good to see you." Mr. Marquise is pulling for the Fighting Matthew McConaughey's. Corey, I assume that you're rooting for Texas in this game.
Oh hell yeah! Like I can't root for Georgia in no aspect of life, brother.
Oh,
No aspect whatsoever. I hope they drive drunk out there, man. Marquise, what's up, man?
I hope they
Appreciate
don't.
everybody for hanging out, man.
OC Whiteboard. You want to talk about that, or you want to wait until we got some time? Because I don't have a hot board.
I got some guys I like, but I think trying to figure out, and Billy did have some comments at his presser about coaching staff changes. So I know everybody's saying that there's no guarantee that he's going to make any changes, but I think the way he spoke at his presser, I got the indication that he's going to make some changes. He talked about the way the staffs or NCAA has changed things with them being able to have bigger staffs and who can speak to players on the sideline. So I do expect him to make some changes here, man. What that coaching, search looks like as far as a play call offensive coordinator, like we're just shooting in the dark. A lot of that comes down to relationships, similar systems, because I don't think Billy's just going to let this system go. He's still going to run his offense. He's still going to have his hands. I'm not going to say run it. He's still going to have his hands on it as he should. You can't just give away your offense to a new guy. If that guy is actually good, somebody's going to poach him. And then what you going to do? Bring another mercenary in with a new offense? No, you got to bring somebody in with a similar style of offense and let them just call the plays. Situational play calling is what we're more upset at more than just the actual offense. But I got some names I like, but do not run with it. do not take it to Twitter and say we're going to hire. No. It's just who I like right now. It's not a whole lot of offensive coordinators out there that are just killing it either.
Yeah. I know a lot of the Go-Go fans were quiet yesterday. Tough loss, UNLV. I mean, that's a good Boise State team. I'm curious to see if they're going to be the 4 seed or if Arizona State gets that 4 seed. Speaking of Stadium and Gale, Nick's joining us now. Shout out, Nick. We're showing you right in here, brother.
Same corner, late time.
Yeah.
Just listen, it's a weekend. We got a baby who needs pictures with Santa, and we found a place today.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. How was your weekend, Nick?
This is we're just starting.
Well, I mean, how was your week then?
It's my camera.
You had a busy week, man. You had National Signing Day. Share a little bit.
Yeah. Good signing day. I think there were some I think we can talk about them now, but some guys that were rumored late that maybe didn't end up in the class. But Monday, December 9th, portal opens officially. I know we've got our guys like Pete Nakos and Matt Zenitz already telling us who's in the portal or expected to be in the portal. But it should be good. I think Florida needs another quarterback, although they have several who can spin it.
Yeah,
on the roster. Need a backup for DJ, someone with some experience. I know there's some guys that I've heard names of who may or may not be in the portal or will be in the portal. I think you look at the roster, you probably need another offensive tackle. Definitely depending on what Austin Barber does. But you lose Brandon Crenshaw-Dixon. They like the guys that they have.
You get Damian George back, right? So
Damian George can come back. He can
Barber
come back. But I think you've already seen that experiment, right? Like he's probably better suited at guard.
No, but I mean that's what I'm saying. Like if we can keep him at guard and Barber comes back, I don't know what Barber's going to do. I think that we probably thought he was going to have maybe a slightly better year than he had. I mean, not bad. But you could theoretically return 4 or 5 starters, which hasn't happened in a long time, especially at least quality starters.
Yeah, I think Jake Slaughter is probably the one that I'm looking at and thinking like, okay, that's the one on the offensive line that probably could or should go. In my opinion, if you're day one, thank you. Thank you for all your help. I'll return, have Gator boosters ask me for money, have Florida Victorious send money. If I'm going day one, I'll have some bread and I'll give back.
Yeah.
Day two, probably, especially depending on the position. If you're second, third round, see you. It's when you start becoming fringe day 2, day 3 is when I'm like, okay, well, should you come back then?
Yeah.
Because if you're a fourth rounder, your roster spot's not guaranteed. And will pay you much better than an NFL practice squad pays you.
Yeah.
So I think Jake Slaughter's probably in that range. Like probably a day 2 guy, but if you slip out of day 2, you can come back and be the man at Florida.
Jake Slaughter. I didn't know if I knew Jake Slaughter was a day 2. I would assume like a late day 2 guy, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like in day 2, day 3. But he's probably the best or top 2, 3 centers in the draft, probably top 2 or 3 in the draft. So but where does that go? Is that
right
late third round where you I'd probably tell him like, yeah, go ahead.
Well, and he's only played center, right, at UF. Like, I don't think he's never played guard or anything. So, like, it's not like it's one of those, hey, he played like Pouncey, right, that started at guard, then moved to center. He's just that, right? Doesn't mean that he can't play guard, but that's where his skill set is. Now, I know that guards aren't treated with the same as a tackle, certainly, and then centers are certainly probably your least valuable in terms of draft position.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're like a mid-round pick, like how much can you raise your stock next year? I think Damian George is going to be battling the same thing. Like if they tell Damian George 4th round, like what is he going to do come back next year and go 2nd round? I don't think much. So that's what they're going to be battling a little bit. I guess the other thing is guaranteeing a roster spot, because just because you get drafted don't mean they're not going to cut you. So it may be just safer money coming back to college one more year, getting that guaranteed check. And then you could, explore the same round that following year. But if we bring these guys back, I don't think Slaughter comes back. I think Slaughter's out of here. But Barber is one of them watching more than anybody.
It might be different too with Damian George, because like you mentioned that, and it's easy to go back to Ricky Pearsall because we talked about it 2 years ago. Like, oh, Ricky's a 5th round guy. Like, what's he doing? And that was my argument for him leaving. My argument for him leaving was like, hey, you are what you are.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
Bless me. Excuse me.
Bless you, bro. Yeah. That's what baby ain't even start going to daycare yet, and you already like, wait till she start going to daycare. You're gonna stay sick, my brother.
It's we're in the point in Gainesville now where like morning is winter, early afternoon is fall, and then it's summer again from like 12 to 2, and then it's like autumn at night. So we're getting all 4 seasons all throughout the day here. So I am feeling it. But Slaughter, I think if you're 2nd, 3rd round, go. Like I said though, if you're fringe, if you're a 4th rounder, there is no roster security. They're not tied into you like that monetarily. They'll cut you as a 4th rounder.
Right.
But like Ricky Pearsall, we thought, hey, maybe he extends himself into a 3rd rounder, but maybe it's different with a receiver. You're not getting like those same highlight plays. Like NFL teams knew who Ricky was, and then all of a sudden he makes some ridiculous catch at Charlotte, and now the entire country knows who he is. I don't know that you're getting. I don't know how big of a pancake you would need as a right guard to raise your draft stock like that.
Yeah,
he's having a good season, man. Who you got in this Georgia-Texas game, Nick?
What is Georgia's win at Texas probably the best one of the year? But it's hard to beat a team twice, so we're going hook 'em.
We're hook 'em.
We're going to hook 'em just cuz, man.
What up, champ?
Georgia.
No, I'm not going. I'm going hook 'em because I hate Georgia. Like, I don't know what Nick's
100%.
like going back and forth here, huh? Stephen Harris, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Nick? Sam, what's going on?
We hanging out.
What's going on, baby?
I don't think I got to ask you who you going for, man. I think I know you want to. I ain't going for anyone. I just don't want Georgia to win this thing.
I'm going with Texas, man.
100%.
I think they're the better team.
Yeah. What
That
you think? We
Arizona
was having
State
some.
team. Go ahead.
No. Arizona State, like they're gonna be a problem in the playoffs. I
Yeah,
think,
man.
like, yeah, just Dilly has got a playbook and he's got a good feel for, defenses, keeping them off balance. He's also with all the shenanigans with, risking it. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think he's playing the analytic game. I think he just got a big pair of balls, bro. And he just, you know what I'm saying, going for it. I think he's playing with house money a little bit where he at in his tenure, as a program, and he's playing just like that. He calling the game just like that, man. I like the way, like I told him earlier, Steven, they lucky we killed the coaching board, because if I still had a coaching board, I had to load that boy on that thing, man.
Yeah, nah, for real. I like him though.
Who do you guys
he dial it up?
Who do you guys think should be the 4 seed? Do you think, because it's out of the majors? So do you think it should be Boise State or Arizona State should be the 4 seed?
Arizona State just smoked them boys, man. Like,
yeah. I'm going Arizona.
But, Boise. I mean,
what you thought? I got what,
but
I got one for you, Steven. What you thought about your go-go offense last night?
I think
I know that's your boy.
I think my man was ready to get that job. I think he was ready to get that job, man. I think let's go ahead and hang it up early and get on these coaching boards. I don't think he was.
Yeah.
I don't think he called the game that he normally called. It was very it was on their head, man. I didn't think Boise would be on the boards like that, man.
Yeah.
Who you got for? We got Treyaun Webb here. Who do you guys got for? Who's your pick for Heisman if you were a voter?
It's got to be Genty, man. Like,
does it have to be?
Travis Hunter plays both ways, but like I think the season that Genty's put together, like if he's at Alabama and he does that, we're not even having a question. If he's at Florida and he does that, Georgia, or if he's at Texas and he does that, they might not even have the ceremony or invite anyone else.
Yeah.
And we got a running back in the house.
Yeah. I was just going to say, what's the running back thing?
1,000 yards, 20 touchdowns. Like, that's a season.
Yeah.
Treyaun Webb, Jacksonville Duval's finest, man. How you doing, my dude?
How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks for joining, brother.
What's going on, boss?
Hey, who do you have as your Heisman pick?
As a running back, I feel like people will think I'll pick Ashton, but I'm going Travis.
5'6", baby.
Like Travis, he's too nice.
Yeah.
That's also the crib too.
I said that because like me being a collegiate athlete and knowing like a typical how we practice, I couldn't imagine doing a rack of plays on offense and then having to go on defense do another rack of plays. Man, I don't know how he do it.
What does he even do during team run?
Travis? I don't even know. He probably rest.
Yeah,
that's tough. Bro. I couldn't imagine doing that. I don't know how you do it.
110 plays a game. I saw that, and I mean, I think this is like a testament to him. He only had 31 tackles on the year, 4 interceptions, which means nobody's throwing the ball, which means that he's probably running sprints up and down, 110 plays a game, dude. I couldn't imagine. I think Hunter's going to win. I think it's a tough year for Genty, but I think Travis.
Do you think Genty could? Do you think Genty could have ran like that in the SEC? Don't be bashful, man. Come on, just be keep it a B. He can't run.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like any of our backs can go into Boise State and do what he's doing right now. That's how I feel.
I like that. I like that take. I ain't mad at it either. We got a nasty running back room, man. How's rehab been going for you, man? Your season ended with an injury. Like, what's that been like for you?
I'll probably say the mental aspect of it. Like you said, my season kind of got cut short. It didn't go how I wanted it to go. I felt like I was starting to get into my groove as far as running the ball, and then dealing with injuries and stuff like that. So that was like a mental thing. Just anytime you like have an injury during football, playing a game you love, it's like a mental thing. But I became the ultimate teammate, just cheering other running backs on, bringing along other guys, JB, Jacoby, just helping them as far as like learning them plays more, getting more comfortable out there, stuff like that. So I'll probably say that's probably been the main thing, learning how to be a leader off the field. And then as far as rehab, just taking it day by day.
How early was it starting to bother you? Because I think you started missing a game like week 3, week 4.
So what happened was the week of the UCF game, like that Sunday practice, like my knee started hurting me, and I ended up finding out my meniscus was torn. So I had to get it, like me, Eugene, Wilson, Montreal, we all had the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had got it scoped. That's why I missed the UCF Tennessee game, and then the bye week came back the Kentucky game, but I dressed and everything, but I wasn't ready. Like I know I wasn't gonna play, so I just dressed and stuff like that. And then Georgia week came, I'm practicing, I'm ready to play, but I've been having like shin splints dealing with that for like months, just bad shin splints. And then like I'm like, bro, like
Oh,
what's
man.
wrong?
Yeah.
Like so then like the week like the day before the last full practice we had Wednesday, like a ball hit me on my shin and like it was hurting bad. And then so they had an X-ray on it and they sent out they told me like the Thursday practice before the game, they said I couldn't play no more because I had a stress fracture. Yeah, so that was
How do you
tough.
stay up mentally? Because like that just seems like, man, like everything's piling on. How do you stay up? Who do you lean on maybe to help you stay up?
Man, I don't. It was tough because it's like I said, I was having a good year. I was getting in my groove, and then injury, fought back, came back, boom, another injury. Just felt like, man, like why me? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but I had to realize that you know what I'm saying. Like everybody time gonna come. Like it's all about like don't worry about everybody's other process. Like you know what I'm saying. Like that's my thing. I feel like everything happened for a reason too. You know what I'm saying? Luckily I ain't burned my red shirt, so I kept my red shirt. That's a positive from that. Then like also like kind of like Eugene, he going through the same thing with me as far as like just kept having injuries. So I was talking to him throughout the whole process. Me and him kind of like keep each other head on straight and stuff like that. So I'll probably say Eugene been a big help. Me and him just talking to each other and stuff like that. And then obviously my family and stuff, and all the coaches too. Coach Napier, Coach Jalute, they're with me every step of the way as far as my process for real. Just keeping my head on straight, keeping me motivated, uplifted, and stuff like that.
What does Coach Jaluk look, or what is he like as a coach, as a person? You know, he's gotten a lot of flowers since he joined the staff here. Obviously, the running back room the last couple of years has been elite and looks like it's going to be elite next year. What's he like as a person?
I was gonna say he likes shoes. His shoe game, his shoe collection is fantastic.
Jaluk is like an uncle that you meet at the family reunion who think he young in the head. He's one of them. But no, man, he
a different family reunion than what I go to.
Yeah.
A much cooler, fun one.
He's a great dude. I'll probably say that. Like he's a player coach. Him and Coach Napier, like they're kind of like the same. Napier's not as outgoing as Coach Jaluk, but Jaluk, I come to him about anything. Like like Jaluk is big on like coaching the person before the player. You know what I'm saying? Like he taught me a lot about investing my money, just off the field stuff, whether it be with dealing with stuff from back home and stuff like that. Just I come to him about anything beyond football, and he every day he talks to me, he gives like a new quote, and I'll probably see he's a motivator, and he knows how to get the best out of his players too.
Yeah. Okay. What's go ahead. You have something, Dan?
No, go ahead.
What's that running back room like, even when you're healthy? Because it's loaded. So I'm pretty sure it's intense with opportunities. You try to make the best of it. But like, how does that room, relationship wise, competition wise, you know, like what's it like being in a room loaded like that?
Man, we like from the outside in, people would think we bigger and stuff like that. But I'll probably say if you ask anybody on the team like who's the closest group on the team, we will probably be like one of the first rooms that they say. Like Coach Jalute, he ain't stuff from day one. He said, "No, look, we ain't doing that. If somebody eating, we in our feeling and stuff like that. We ain't doing that. It's a family environment in that room. We push each other every day, and I feel like competition that's healthy You know what I'm saying? It's real healthy when you going out there and you like, I gotta be on my stuff because the dude behind me coming. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, but we take it as it's healthy. It's gonna make us be better every day. Like every day, you can't go in and be like, "Oh, I made it," or "I've arrived." Because somebody behind you or somebody beside you working too. Workouts wise, we all be the first in sprints. It's a real standard with our room. You know what I'm saying? Like we try to be the best room on the team. Try to do things the right way. We kind of set the tone during practice, during team run. We set the tone. We feel like the team goes as we go. So
Mm.
I feel like it's a real brotherhood, and we really take pride in really like pushing each other and make each other better.
We could kind of see that from you when you weren't traveling at the end of the year, like just
Good
feeding
too,
during
man.
the games, like let's go Trell or
Right,
Kobe. What's Montrell been like to you? I mean, he's only a little bit older than you, but
Yeah.
he's probably the grandpa in the room now.
Yeah.
I think he's walking the stage soon too, getting that degree.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
what has he meant for you, your development as both, just a player, but also as a person?
Man, Treyaun probably the biggest part of my development. When I first got on campus, he took me under his wing. He's not really much of a vocal guy, but he do everything the right way, man. He's the ultimate pro. He taught me how to have a routine, take care of my body, just being on time to meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like Montreal, he's the type of person that you will have your daughter date or marry. You know what I'm saying? He one of those guys. He do everything the right way, man. He great overall, great. He a great dude, man. I nothing bad to say about Montreal. He a great dude. He plays hard, attacks every day hard, pro mindset, man. I mean, I have nothing to say bad about him, man. He's probably my bestest friend on the team. He really took me under his wing.
Well, hey, you brought this up, so now
that's the best compliment.
Damn.
Yeah.
Montrell could date your daughter. Who on the team are you saying no? No shot. No shot. It's our my house. I'm turning it around.
See, I'm not gonna air everybody.
Yep.
I'm not gonna air anybody out because last year Boom did me bad in the interview.
He did.
Boom did me bad in the interview last year. So I'm not gonna air anybody out. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
Okay, pleaded. That's fair. That's fair.
I got one for you. I got one for you in that same lane.
So it's Boom.
Yeah, it's probably Boom, like projecting a little bit. But who on the defensive side of the ball in practice is giving you a hard time? Who give you a hard time on the defensive side of the ball? Linebacker, safety, who's coming down that tunnel causing a lot of havoc?
Ari Sapp and Jack Pyburn.
Yeah. Jack Pyburn, yeah.
Duval boys is wild in this year.
Tyree Sapp and Jack Pyburn. And George good. That whole edge D line room is crazy.
They're mean.
That whole edge room D line room is crazy.
What Tyreek's my guy from St. Thomas. He's a talker. To you guys, to the other anyone around him, you'll hear him. Is Jack like that? Because Jack, to me, just is like a football guy. He's a guy that you're like, you know what? I don't know if he's got a screw loose up there or something, but like he likes violence.
Couple of
Jack one of those, like if you see him out in public, he have like the little glasses on, nice guy, but then you go in the field, he try to kill you. One of them. Like, but a real football player, hard nosed, real physical, plays 100%, man. That edge D line room crazy, man. I'm talking about every day. I mean, I seen it during camp. I seen it during camp, man. Especially that edge room, boy. Them boys play hard, man. But Jack is the leader. Everything the right way. Shows up every day. Work hard. Probably one of the first in the building. Probably one of the first in the building. Probably one of the last to leave. Real about his business. But like I said, if you meet him out in public, probably the nicest person you ever meet. When I feel it's a different story.
Who are the leaders on the team, right? Like you got some guys graduated.
Yeah.
And then, you're going into year 4 where all of you guys, for the most part, have been recruited by Billy Napier. Who are the leaders on the team going into next season?
Obviously, we will look at DJ as a leader for the team. He could be one. Running back room. I'm taking him on that role. Me and Jacoby, because we'll probably be the older guys in the room. Eugene obviously gonna be a leader. Trying to see who else defensive wise. Really, really the guys in my class.
Okay.
Cause like I said, like when we first were recruits, I wanted to be that class that laid the foundation for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we've done a good job of that. Like the guys in my class feel like we play hard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we play with the Gator standard. That's really the big thing, me
For
being from
sure.
Jacksonville and stuff like that. Like I wanted to be that class to really bring that Gator standard back, like far as playing hard, playing for the logo and stuff like that. So I feel like that carries a long weight. And then obviously some young guys will have to step up in leadership roles, depending on position wise. But I feel like guys in my class will have to take on that role of being leaders.
I got a couple questions for you here, man.
I'm listening.
After that Miami game, like what was the vibe, your vibes like, your mindset, the team? What was it like in that locker room after that Miami game?
I'll probably say for me, I was more shocked than anything because like
Me too.
I knew the team that we had during camp.
Yeah.
Like, I knew the team we had during camp, man. Like I'm like, bro, like
For sure.
I'm looking like way we just what I'm saying, wet the bed like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm from Jacksonville, Trinity Christian. I won
Yeah.
the championships. Like I'm a winner. You know what I'm saying? Like losing, I don't lose, man. Like I hate losing. But
For sure.
I'm not gonna lie though, as far as a team, we never lost faith in each other. Like Coach Napier, I'll probably say amidst everything, Coach Napier has never allowed outside noise to get in the locker room. He like every day, like we all know like the little like obviously they was trying to come for a job and stuff like that. But if you would have been our meetings and stuff, or all that was going on, you would never think that all that was going on. Like he approached the day every day like it was like on to the next. Like let's keep going. Like and he instilled in us to like no matter what going on to never turn our back on each other. And we really, what happened was after the Miami game, like we was like, bro,
Facts.
we're better than that. Like we know we better than that. Like we believe in each other and stuff like that. And we always know we had it and stuff like that. So I'll probably say Coach Napier was a big part of keeping us together.
He seems to do a really good job of just staying like here.
Yeah.
You're winning or losing. He's not going up and down with it.
Yeah,
He's like remains the same, whether you won a game by 40 or lost a game by 40. He kind of is just the same dude in the locker room.
Actually, so he said something that he said when you win, you have to magnify your mistakes even more. And I didn't really get that. He really broke it down to me. He said when you win, you get complacent. Like say we had like a wrong run fit or missed a blocking assignment during the game. We won, so when I'm always overlooking it. But when you win, you have to look at stuff like that, magnify even more, so you don't get complacent.
He talked about that a little bit after the FSU game because he was at Alabama for a little run, and they won like 26 games in a row, something like that.
Yeah,
and you win that much, and now you stop doing the things
Little
that
things,
allowed
right.
you to do to win that many games in a row, and that's what you caught slipping.
Yeah. So Coach Napier, man, he great dude, man. Great coach too.
A lot of things shifted at that bye week, and then there's a lot of like reporters and writers that wrote on, the practice and what went on that bye week because you've seen the shift in the team. What was that practice and what was that bye week like?
Well, what he did was he basically he split the team up into two different teams, and every period we would go to our separate sidelines with our team that was hand selected, and we basically like played a game. Basically, every period was competing every period. So every rep that you did against somebody that mattered. 1-on-1s rep mattered. Team runs mattered. 7-on-7 mattered. Pass rush and 1-on-1s mattered. Every little thing you did mattered. And it all added up at the end of in the practice, and the team that lost had to run sprints after practice.
I see Steven nodding over there. He's like having some flashbacks to those urban practices. Bloody
so like every day was like a real war every day. Like we really get after it, like trying to kill each other every day. But it brought us closer though.
I'm all smiles, man. That pressure brings you closer, man. That competing like that lets you know what's inside of you, man. And just to hear it from you, what I believe was happening behind the scenes. It's just refreshing, man, to hear that you guys embrace that. Because a lot of people come with egos, man, and in this game, you can't have that.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to be coachable, and you got to have guys that can. Your teammates got to call you out and hold you accountable when you making mistakes or when you're not doing the right thing, and keep their eyes on you. So it's great to hear, man. I'm excited, kid.
Yeah.
So how's rehab been going? Where you at with it? You feeling good? How far away you out?
Trying to play in the bowl game. Depends on when the bowl game is. That'll really give me a better timeline. Back running and stuff. I'm back working out with the team and stuff like that. Really just every day, like working hard, man. I go hard every day. Take it day by day because rehab is a process. Don't try to do too much, but also don't just like go in there and BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really get back. You know what I'm saying? Just taking it day by day, keep my mental right. That's all you can do. I have my teammates that help me every day. They talk to me every day, keep me motivated and stuff like that. Because sometimes when you get hurt, like what I'm saying, you kind of feel like you get left behind a little bit. And like those guys have done a good job of keeping me in keeping me in the loop. Just keeping me feeling like I'm part of the team and stuff like that. But I'm built for it. At the end of the day.
Where's your mindset? We have like the portal opening up. I mean, you can't go on Twitter without seeing 60 guys a day. Hey, so and so is going into the portal. What's kind of been your mindset on the portal and how college is kind of changing in the way guys move around?
So like, you mean as far as like guys leaving us or like portal period?
Either way, both.
The culture, just what it is right now.
Yeah,
college football.
Football, I mean, you have it to where sometimes the grass is green on the other side, sometimes it's not. Me personally, the portal is the portal. I feel like it needs some regulations to it, but that's neither here or there. We all have our opinions on it. Trying to think really as far as like, I mean, it's what it is. Like, I mean, as far as guys leaving us, at the end of the day, like, good luck to them. I mean, we gonna, I mean, Florida gonna rock regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it comes down to. I mean, you feel me? That's at the end of the day. Matter of fact, DJ said something the other day. He was like, "Man, this gonna shake regardless." So I mean, people leave.
It's gonna shake regardless.
Best of luck to them. But at the end of the day, we keep moving, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like the guys that left though, like they left for their own particular reasons. I hope that they find everything they're looking for, because at the end of the day, some guys are my brothers too, and they all leave for their own different reasons. But at the end of the day, we can worry about Florida.
Already. What type of advice Unc giving you right now, man?
Really, a matter of fact, he called me today. I'm supposed to call him back. I missed his call. I'm gonna call him back after here, but he just kept me my head up as far as like, at least you get to keep a red shirt and stuff like that. Cause I ain't redshirt my first year. Cause I played all my games my freshman year. So this year, redshirted. So these are like attack the rehab process. At the end of the day, like I was kind of, at the end of the day, like being a competitor and being an athlete, you want to be out there. Like, at the end of the day, like that's a natural reaction to feel like you're getting forgotten about. But at the end of the day, he said, just keep my head right. He said, I'm here for a reason. At the end of the day, like I could play. Just go out there and just keep doing what I'm doing. At the end of the day, like I'm a web, so you feel me? At the end of the day, I gotta just go out there and what it is. It's football.
Yeah. Trey, I got two questions for you. One,
so
right now you look at the bowl projections. They have you guys maybe going to the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, the ReliaQuest Bowl here in Tampa, maybe to Las Vegas, maybe to Birmingham. I'm sure you want to play in Jacksonville, but you got a bowl in mind that you'd rather go to?
Vegas sound good.
Vegas sound great.
Hey, bro, I got COVID the last time they went to Vegas. I literally got tested positive for COVID Tuesday.
Yeah, Nick, that's because you did a lot of other shenanigans at the team. You know what I mean?
Vegas sounds lovely. Vegas sounds lovely.
100%.
Nick's at some cabaret club. He's like, Treyaun, don't get COVID while you're out there. Hey, second question. I got a question. We were talking about transfer portal. And after that Georgia game, you guys took a picture with Trevor Etienne. Didn't look like everybody loved that photo. Was it just for optics, or like what was going through everybody's mind?
Analyzing pictures on Twitter.
What happened? What was the question again?
No, what was the picture you guys took of Trevor Etienne after the Florida Georgia game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody wanted to take that picture, wanted to be there at that time. Was that just for optics? Was it just because the guys wanted to see each other? What kind of went through everybody's head during that photo? Or did people just read into it online?
I feel like my face told everything I needed to say.
Yeah,
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, was a little dry snitching when he said, it looked like some people.
We'll leave it at that. My face told everything I needed to say. And we lost too, so that
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right,
man,
Trey.
I appreciate you hanging out with us, man.
Okay. Thank y'all for having me.
All right, best of luck, man. Hopefully we'll see you in the bowl game, man.
Well, good to see you, bro.
All right, good to see y'all too.
Best of luck, kid.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
See you,
sir.
brother. Treyaun Webb.
Slide,
Man, hold on real quick. They said we got Stevie Wonder here with us.
Hey,
Chat.
They tried you, dog.
Yeah, it's coming.
Track is wild.
It's a ribbon in the sky, man.
Bro, I could just see Steve. when Webb started talking that, like competing at practice, Steven's like sitting back there being like Bloody Tuesday, just like, we're letting these boys have it. How does that make you come closer though?
Now
Steve, because like
that get me pumped up.
If you're not in it, you're like, well, shoot, if this guy blew me up, like we might have to throw hands in the locker room after practice. Like, how does that end up, those really tough competitive practices during the season? How does it end up bringing guys together?
Yeah. Just that knowing that these guys are going all out, man. You don't know what you have until somebody empty the tank. You know what I mean? And so when guys are holding back, you're not getting the best effort. So when you got everybody out there going all in, you know what you have. You know what I mean? And I always felt that way. Like I go back to that practice I went to. I knew the guys had what they needed. I just didn't think they were practicing with that edge. And when somebody comes in your house and want to hit you in the mouth, man, these guys aren't coming out there to be your friends. And sometimes, you get blindsided. And I think that's what happened to us that Miami game. And that's why he was like, this is not us. You know what I mean? I think they got so used to being around each other and knowing what they have that they kind of toned back a little bit. And you can't do that. You got to stay on the gas. You know what I mean? It's a tough game. People get hurt. I know you want to try to save injuries and stuff like that, but these people not coming into the swamp trying to play. We're the Gators. They're going to always try to knock us off. So we got to have the depth, and we got to have guys that want to go out there and get after it. I know when I was there, we got after it every snap. The defensive line was betting to see who got off the ball the fastest. We running back every play, tallying who had the fastest get off. We used to call it BGO, ball get off. I mean, and so that was just a competition we had every day, and it was nonstop. And you got to have that. And so it was refreshing to hear it from him.
Stephen Harris, a BGO gangster.
Ball get off. I like
BGO,
that.
Ball get off. Yeah.
We got a defensive lineman in the trenches coming through, and the host coming through. Deontrey Robinson, he's gonna tap in with us in a little bit.
He's here.
But,
He's here.
He's here.
Hey.
Let's hang out.
Hey.
Good. How y'all doing?
Good, brother. How are you, man?
Vibing out, man.
Hey,
I'm good.
Hey, man, got a
Are
trench
you down in
monster,
Orlando
man.
right now?
Yes, sir. I'm in
Full
Orlando with my
satisfying.
mom right now.
Now, can we talk about that? There, you kind of went viral. You went viral a little bit ago. Just tell me about that. What kind of went into buying the house, and then what does that kind of make you feel to be able to do that and provide for your family?
Being able to do that was very big for me because it was always a dream. Growing up, I always wanted to make sure I could take care. So that was a big thing for me. That was the first thing I wanted to do with my money. So I told her that first quarter.
Can't go wrong buying real estate, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You can never go wrong. It's always a smart investment, man.
I missed something. Congratulations, man. That's big,
yeah,
brother. Congratulations.
100%. So what's it been like, man? This is your freshman year. You eating a little bit. You got freshman of the week a couple times. Been getting a lot of early playing time. They got you in that ugly 35, that Ahmad 35.
Bro, you got the man makes the number doesn't make the man.
Yeah,
disagree.
He picked that number.
No, I ain't picked that. They picked it for me.
No,
that's how 35 works. Nobody picks 35, man. I've never seen somebody that said, "Yeah, give me 35." Usually, coach say, "Here, take that." But what's this freshman year been like for you, man? The entire experience so far.
Coming in, a lot of people didn't think I was gonna play because I had a lot of older guys in front of me. I started off on scout team and everything, killing on scout team. Everybody complaining like, "Oh, he killing us on scout team." Coach Nape was like, "I'm trying to give you an opportunity. You just gotta do the right thing when you go on the main field." And then started going on the main field, started making some plays, and then I got my opportunity to play. And I ain't looked back. I haven't been on scout team since. That's how I really started.
You're killing the scout team.
Yeah.
Scout team's like, hey, we need him back. I'm tired of him. Bring him back here.
Yeah.
Who's your toughest battle on that offensive line?
That's how you get over there.
Toughest battle on the offensive line?
Yeah, who causes some pain?
I'll probably say Najee is pretty good. When it comes to pass blocking, I would say Roger Kearney. He don't play that much, but pass Roger can give people some trouble. He's pretty strong at point of attack. So Rod, he's definitely pretty good. He's gonna be good for us next year for sure.
Rod's a dude. He's kind of played all over too, right? He's played center, he's played guard. So you might line up against him at 3 different spots in the course of one practice.
Now, he played all positions. I ain't gonna lie. He go from center, then guard, and 3s, 2s will come on, and he'll go back to center. Like, yeah, he do it all.
Now, when you got that first sack in the swamp, man, what was that feeling look like? Crowd goes crazy. Like, give me your whole mind. Was it all a blur?
So this how it happened. Coach is like, I'm putting in the game. We need a spark, and I think you could be that spark. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And this is my city. This is where I'm from. I'm from Orlando. So UCF, I had the whole family out there. Told coach, I said, I'm gonna be the spark for us. Watch. Got in, got the sack, and the crowd went crazy. I was like, this is all a dream because Florida, my dream school and everything. And when I got that sack, everybody went crazy. Coach went crazy. He was like, oh, you called it. Woo woo. And then I was just super excited about it because it was a dream come true for real.
What's better? You've had a couple sacks, I think, but then you also fell in the football in Tallahassee. What's better, getting your hands on the football or getting your hands on the quarterback?
Definitely sacking the quarterback. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, definitely sacking the quarterback, especially knowing that you sack quarterbacks that's going to the NFL is like crazy.
What was that sideline like for the Florida State game, though, man? That defensive line, y'all was causing pretty hell for Florida State, man. What was y'all talking about on the sidelines, man? Give us an inside peek on what the vibes was like.
Everybody, Tyreek Sapp, Joey Slackman, all those guys got great energy. Jack Popburn, when we be in the locker room, they crying and cussing the whole time, like they really like going crazy. Like they love the game, and it just hype everybody up. When you feel that like energy from the boys, it's like you gotta have that same energy as them, and then you go out there and compete and play. And now we competing for the most sacks, the most tackles, who can make the most plays. That's really what it is for the boys to be out there. Really love the game. You see tears coming out of their eyes, last game, senior year, all that. They really, that's really what it is.
You got me ready to run through a wall over here, bro. You started telling me tears in people's eyes, bro. I'm starting to get a little bit.
Yeah, that's really how it be for real. Boys start crying. And
so 1-2 to the TV watching the game.
Yeah,
man. Like I've seen you had one, Dan? Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, go ahead.
Give me the craziest guy in that D-line room. Because I've seen Sapp crowd on just random Gator videos when they do the content from the social media team. Jack Pyburn gives me Latimer vibes from the program. Like, who is the ultimate craziest guy in that room?
Craziest? I'll say it's a lot of Jack. And Jack and Sapp is definitely one of the craziest, but people don't know about George Gums. George Gums is one of the craziest.
The look you gave after you said his name probably tells the story. You were just like, George? Yeah.
Yeah, George Gum, that boy crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He don't show it all the time though. You know, he from what is it? What's the state he's from?
From Illinois, right?
Illinois.
No, he's not from. No, he's not from Illinois.
Where's
He from somewhere. It's Chicago. He's from Chicago.
Oh yeah. Well, Chicago's in Illinois, but yeah, like just outside Chicago.
Yeah, I look at yeah. But
different little demeanor. Yeah.
Different. He a little different.
Yeah, there's Chicago and then there's Illinois. I get it.
Yeah. He went to Simeon.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
He went to a school.
Most Illinois is farmland. Chicago's not.
Yeah.
What Deontrey? What turned around? Defense started to look a lot better. You guys had really kind of a bend don't break. That was a hell of a catch by Texas. Kind of a bend don't break, but there was a big noticeable change on defense, probably starting at that UCF game. What was the change in the team that really sparked that difference? Because you guys were starting to get to the quarterback, get a lot more sacks, causing turnovers. What was the big change as a team?
I would say the big change was when we had that bye week. Like Coach Nape said, everybody knows the bye week. We went and practiced. We practiced super, super hard, like more than like we practiced all year. Went in, we were competing on the offense the whole week. The whole week was hard. Like the whole week of practice was hard. We were practicing the whole week, competing, trying to get points, and whoever didn't make the points, you run after practice. Like, so we was really out there competing, trying to kill each other. So like, that's really what sparked the defense. And then we had like player-led meetings and stuff like that. And guys telling us like, we can't go out like this. We can't keep losing. Like, and then ever since then, like something clicked, and then everybody just been playing hard.
Stephen Harris, man, give me what clicked for you? Like, what changed from your perspective as a former defensive lineman, just watching this team play? It definitely was a change in just overall, just from the run stoppage, pass, rushing, everything changed. What did you see?
For me, it was the way they attacked, coming out of their hips. When the ball moved, being way more explosive. I felt like in the beginning, we were sitting back, just trying to read too much and just do our assignment versus being comfortable, knowing that you're going to get it done. You're going to be in your gap and coming out them hips and smashing people, getting the lineman in the backfield, crossing that line of scrimmage first. I think that was the biggest difference. And then the way we played on the edge, setting the edge, and what we did with those pullers was big. For us, just the way the defensive end started playing. Because I know the frog stands, I keep calling them frog stands. I understand it because you got to be able to read, but you got to be quick and getting out of the hips and getting pressure so you don't get washed down and making the edge shorter for the running back. That's how they get those yards, and you don't get into those long passing downs. So I felt like we did a much better job doing that. And then as far as like the interior guys, I said it earlier in the year, I was happy to see Deontrey play because I watched him doing the camps and stuff and seeing how he's probably got the fastest get off on the team. Like as far as I talk about getting off the ball, BGO, I can't wait to see him on third downs as he's mature and get into that 3 technique defensive tackle where you get the two-way go on the guard. Gets in the stands and he's very, very explosive. He's got fast twitch muscles. And so I know in the future he's going to be great for us at that 3 technique and be a guy that can go in there and get those sacks for us from that position. So I was happy to see him play. If you go look at the film, every time he's on the field, I know being a young guy, the first thing you want to do is make sure you don't get smashed. You're like, I can't go out here and get pancake. I can't have these guys fall off it. So I'm going to foul off the ball first. And so I seen that, and I just see how fast he's able to do that. And so it made it to watch him play and develop. I know he's still young. He like to smile. And so as he gets older in his craft, you know what I mean? He's going to be hell, man. He's going to be hell, man. I love watching him.
Yeah. Deontrey, what number would you put?
Real quick, someone in case you didn't know, Deontrey, Steven played at Florida, like 03 to 06, and he was the crazy one. The question we asked when you were like George Gums, the answer back when Steven was in the locker room would have been champ.
Yeah. What do you have a number preference? So you gonna stick to that 35? I know it's ugly, man. What you want to win?
High school, but Shamar's gatekeeping that 6.
Yeah, I talked to Shamar about that. Like what it was like Thursday. So I want that 6 from him. I want him to get a number 1 and give me number 6, but we'll see what happens.
That's a legendary defensive line number, bro, at Florida, bro.
Carlos Dunlap,
yeah,
Dunlap
Dunlap.
was
Like,
8.
Yeah, I like you.
Dunlap was 8. Yeah.
6 now.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
like you in that 6.
My bad.
Yeah, I want that number 6, but we'll see what Shamar do, man.
Y'all negotiating. Shamar get that number 1. It's a couple guys that could wear that number 1 on defense right now. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind if they give it to Gums or Pyburn. I think Pyburn play out of his mind. To me, he could probably been a defensive MVP if we just take in the totality of the season. I think he was from start to finish the most consistent and the most valuable guy on that side of the ball. Yeah. Give me your thoughts on Chapman as a defensive line coach, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach Chapman the best coach I done had, and I'm pretty sure he one of the best coaches them boys done had, just off of what they have said. Coach Chapman bring the energy, like he bring the coaching, like he gonna teach you technique. He big on technique. I ain't gonna lie, he developed people crazy. Like when I first got here, people were saying like, "Oh, the D linemen lazy, they too big, they can't do nothing." He got here, he writing people names on the board, circling their names, like he cussing them out. He don't care. Sure. Like you gonna work hard every day. Like every time we're gonna hit the sled, we're gonna learn some technique. And if you don't do it right, we're gonna keep doing it all over and over again. So Coach Chapman, he bring all the energy. He throwing chairs in the locker room. That stuff be real. Like he don't do it for the media. He do it because that's what he do. Like, yeah, that's what he do. Coach Chapman definitely one of the best D-line coaches I ever had in my life.
Remember, I was over there. One of y'all were hitting the sled, and if one person didn't do it right, and you were having to go like left to right, right back to left, and it was just like not that group starts over. It's like the entire line starts over. You put the ones back up, and at some point, people were like, "Yo, who is not going 100%? Because we need to have a conversation. It's too hot out here for this."
Yeah, but, there's been a few scuffles because of that. And
yeah, listen, that's hey, brothers fight, and when it's 98 degrees and you're having to hit this damn sled for the 15th time, you're like, listen, who's going to make me hit at 16? Because you will be the sled. You're going to be the next thing that gets hit if we have to do this again. But I heard him yelling that. He's like, brothers fight, brothers fight. He is loud. Coach Chapman's loud. You don't even have to be near him, and you're kind of getting coached by him. What is he like off the field? You kind of mentioned that as a coach, but what is he like just as a person off the field for you guys?
Off the field, Coach Chapman, he like one of us. Like he jokes, he cool. Like he is like make sure like everybody knows like it's not all about football. You do have a life and stuff like that. Like he's cool. Our meeting room, he called the living room. So like he's not super strict and nothing like that. He called it the living room. So when you come in our meeting room, it's a living room. You'll see people might have the cover, we might be joking, might not be talking about football, but we talking about something in life. Like especially when the hurricane came, he was like everyone acting like hurricane not real. I'm scared too. Like he one of us. Like he gonna make sure everybody knows it's not all about football. He realistic.
Hey, who's got the best hands on the team?
Like catching?
Not catching.
No, fighting, squaring up.
Me. Like
okay.
Okay.
Me. Okay. That's easy question.
He said it with a smile too. He wasn't even angry when he said it. I believe him.
He didn't even think about it. I like it.
Yeah.
Man, we haven't asked that.
That's why I said he look like it. Yeah, but watch out. Yeah, gotta watch that smile as a lineman.
Yeah.
That's
you ask somebody if they got hands and they smile and say, "Yeah," that means like, "Yeah, bro, like I enjoy fighting. It ain't just an angry thing. Like I don't mind going fisticuffs." Hey, Deontrey, let me ask you this: who you got for the Heisman right now?
The Heisman? Of course. I think it's Travis Hunter. I mean, he's the best football player in college football to me. Genty, I ain't gonna lie, he fire, but I ain't gonna lie, I just seen that running back from Arizona State. He just did the same thing with 18 carries.
Yeah, that guy's sick, man.
It's funny because I thought I said Genty. I was like 2,000 yards. That's a crazy season. But Travis Hunter, Dan told us he's averaging 110 plays a game. Like that's crazy. I thought Webb, who was on right before you, would say Genty, and he said no, Travis. So it seems to be like the consensus is I don't even know what I would do during team run if they had to have me flip over and play offensive guard. when the twos came in. But what he's done is crazy. He's a crazy athlete.
Yeah. The thing with Trav is like people just looking at stat lines and comparing him and Genty, but there's no stat line for just shutting down a whole side of the field. Like if they're not throwing to your side, you can't get a stat. You know, that's a different type of stat, bro.
Yeah.
Good corner stats are 5 tackles, 1 interception. It's like, okay, that because the 20 times they tested him all year, he got 5 tackles and took a pick. And other than that, it was what side, what hash is he on? All right, that's shut down. Let's look at the other side.
Yeah. So I definitely think Travis Hunter should win the Heisman. Genty, he's definitely fired, but it's a lot of running backs can do that, though. I ain't gonna lie. 35 carries a game, I think a lot of running backs can get.
Yeah, break that record. Webb said our whole room can do that.
Yeah, you gonna get a ball to Jaden Ball. He a freshman. If you get him 35 carries, he gonna go out there and get him 200 yards. He already had 5 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah. What's Jaden like? I've talked with him a couple times. He seems quiet, but I remember telling Silk, I was like, hey, there's this kid running back who doesn't wear gloves. He has no swag on the field. He is like low socks, no wristbands. I'm like, this kid is just about his business. And like the running back room is deep, but I'm like, but this kid might be able to play some ball. And then he gets his opportunity and he ran with it.
Yeah. That boy, we call him JB. That's my boy. I know him from basketball when I used to hoop in Georgia. He used to hoop for Georgia Stars and stuff like that.
Okay.
He's not quiet. That's one thing you got to remember. He's not quiet.
Okay. You run his mouth a little bit?
Yeah, he plays all day. Like that's one person that don't get tired. He's gonna play with you all day.
Who's got the best trash talk on the team? Not just like who's the loudest, but who's quick, witty, gonna get under somebody's skin.
Get you in your feelings. It's either Webb that you said was just on here, Webb or it's definitely Webb. It's definitely Webb. Easy. Yeah.
One of those where like you turn and you're like, how do you know that? Like
exactly. Webb knows that. He knows everything.
Me? He's doing research to trash talk.
Webb's a smart guy though. Webb is definitely an intelligent guy. Who you model your game out there as a young kid, defensive lineman? Like who do you like?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people ask me that, but I don't model my game after nobody. I be watching myself a lot.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just go out there and just destroy.
He thought he was gonna say Muhammad Ali, Floyd.
Nah.
They didn't play defensive line.
No, but they got hands. But they got hands.
He attacked.
Yeah. You mentioned it a little bit earlier that like a lot of people didn't think you were going to play this year. What was your expectation? Because you did have a bunch of older guys. After the first 3-4 games, it looked like, okay, they're probably planning on redshirting him. Like Jamari goes down. Joey went down for a little bit. And then, like you said, once you got off scout team, there was no going back. But what was your expectation for your freshman year? Because you came in a little bit late too.
Yeah. My expectation was to come in, take somebody's spot, play a lot, and I said potentially get freshman All-American, freshman All-SEC. I've been telling my coach that ever since I got off the scout team, and he's been saying I'm gonna get my opportunity. When I got it, I just did the best I could with my opportunity, and hopefully one of them things comes soon.
We got to get you out of the 35. We got to get you out of the 35.
Yeah,
we balled too hard not to. What you guys looking? I know we heading into the bowl game. We don't know who we playing yet, but
for me, I thought 35 was purposely.
No,
like Phil said, nobody picks 35.
Nobody asked for that.
That's what we learned from Ahmad. Nobody picks it.
I got one for you because
yeah, the lineman I never seen it. So, yeah.
Well, Ja's leaving. Two had some history on the defensive line with Dominic Easley at Florida. Not feeling it.
You said who has some history with him?
Number two has some history. The number 2 jersey. Dominic Easley was an All-American at Florida.
Yeah, that's
what I heard. I don't know who's gonna get it though. I don't think they're gonna give it to no D lineman though.
I think so. So Easley was the original guy with the Chucky doll at Florida.
Yeah, that's what I know. I'll be seeing Cam Jackson do that too.
Yeah. So Chucky started with Ease, and Ease was an All-American in that too.
Yeah,
defensive lineman in single-digit numbers is a good look though.
Definitely, that's why I got to get it this year.
Yeah,
I know it's we still got a bowl game, the off season on the horizon, but I think the expectation is going to rise for this team next all season. Everybody's seen the potential, how much talent we got. What's your expectations, heading into the off season into next fall?
Going to the off season. First, Coach Chapman always told me, he said, when these new guys come in, you got to baptize them, so he don't got to do it. So that's that first expectation I got is to baptize a new freshman coming in. And then
a little hazing going on.
Yeah, and then going to off season, ready to work, ready to get stronger, body composition get better. You're ready for the season. We trying to make it to the playoffs. We already talking about it. We gotta get to the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, we're sitting here watching the SEC game from the state of Florida. And I think next year we all want to be watching it.
We got to be in that joint.
Yeah,
definitely. From Atlanta.
Where do you want to play your bowl game? You got Vegas, Jacksonville, Birmingham, Tampa. Doesn't matter.
I ain't gonna lie, it don't matter. I kind of just want to make sure I can go spend time with my family for Christmas and then playing the bowl game or playing it before.
So
probably some of them are like January 23rd, January 24th, and or even January 27th. That means you're probably at the bowl site.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, let's go Gator Bowl then, January 2nd.
Yeah.
No.
But then that's New Year's too.
Yeah.
January 2nd means you got curfew on New Year's. That means you're
at Jacksonville.
Hotel curfew in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, there's just a natural curfew in Jacksonville.
It'd be the first of many.
Deontrey, what was it like learning under, Cam Jackson and Dez, who've been there, played college football 4 or 5 years? What did they mean to you and your development? What was that relationship like?
The relationship was good. It was like a brotherhood. It was like I had 2 big brothers. One of them super big, Big Dad, my boy. We always joke and everything, but playing with Big Dad, I ain't gonna lie, he's the smartest person on the field. He knows every position, everything that's going on. He's the smartest person in the room. Coach Chapman, he'll tell him, he'll ask him questions oh, Dad, what we do right here? Or we'll ask Dad's questions on the field, everybody asking Dad something because he know everything. And then Cam Jackson, he always the type, tell you, oh, you should do this, do that. So you'll know, how to get to the NFL, how to make different plays. Because he been balling this season, I ain't gonna lie. Every game he been making a play and everything like that. So playing on them is pretty good, knowing how I gotta go for the rest of my career without them boys, because they're gonna be going after this year. So that was pretty smooth.
I got one for you, man. Who you listening to coming out of the tunnel? Heading into the tunnel, heading to a game, pre-warm up. Who's in the headphones, man?
Kodak. Gotta be every time.
Kodak. Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go. That's the Florida goat right there, man.
Yeah.
Big Kodak fan, man. You like the new album? You checked it out?
Yeah, it's smooth. I didn't listen to all the songs yet, but I'm getting to it though.
No, it's tough. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
I want to hold you too long, man. We appreciate you for hanging out with us, man. It's been a pleasure. Good luck for the rest of the all season, the bowl game, and everything else, man. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get back in contact with you and get you back on the show, man. But it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor.
We won't say 3-5. Well, we appreciate you 6.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Deontrey.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Yes, sir.
See you, bud.
Silk, that was funny. Nobody picks 35.
Man.
Nobody picks 35.
35 is given, not selected.
I, as a lineman, I didn't think having a 35, I was like, it must be something sentimental. Somebody, I just I never saw it. So I thought it was something he had to have picked.
So he
motivation. That's all it is.
Yeah.
he went.
Well, he came late, right? So
he went to Texas,
yeah,
enrolled at Texas. They fired their D-line coach, or their D-line coach left.
Yeah,
he hopped in the portal and he came. So all the other early enrollees already had their numbers. So 35 was like Steven's saying. I get that take though. That must have been Grandpa's number or something like that. That must be.
Hey, but he earned himself
family name,
a jersey selection. A number selection here.
100%.
Hey, Steven, are you there? Oh, very good.
Very good.
There you are.
There you go.
Were you always 93? You were 93, right?
Yeah. From freshman year. Yeah.
Did you pick that, or was it picked for you?
experiencing a little lag on my end. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I'm a little behind.
That's all right, man. Got the Obama internet.
Why am I in a penthouse? That's where I live. So, this is my
penthouse bed.
So yeah, 20th
floor
here.
I kicked mine off the Wi-Fi when I started potting. I was like, you
okay, Dan.
Just at home, Mudkip, down here on Water Street.
Flex on him, Daniel.
Man, I'm about to come across the bridge.
You might pod from the Bentley next show. Like
Steven, I'll let you know. I'll be out and about tonight if you're in this neck of the woods. Steven and I kind of ran into each other, but not really for the UCF game. So I thought it was Steven. So I was at where the Gator Club watches their games. It's a restaurant called Riveters. It's actually kind of in a weird area. It shares a parking lot with Odyssey, which is a strip club, right? And so I'm there with Brooke and Brooke's friend, and we're just watching the game. Kind of crappy weather outside. I think it was raining that day. So we're just sitting at the table watching the game. I'm like, I think that's Stephen Harris, but I'm not 100% sure. And we've never met really in real life. Like obviously the pod and interactions and stuff on Twitter. I'm like, I think that's him, but I was like, man, I got to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. I come and he's nowhere. So I hit him up on Twitter right away. He responds at 1:30 in the morning. He's like, yeah, that was me. I'm like, oh man. So we missed out on
I went to Mons. I think we were losing. I had to go over to Mons.
If y'all would have met in the bathroom, y'all would have had a meet and greet.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, it is. No, literally, it is.
Yeah, it's literally nuts. He's wearing the run the ball
that's not
shirt.
the way you want to meet each other, but that would have been cool. No handshaking. Yeah.
Hey, Stephen Fitz, me here, buddy.
Little elbow dab, man. What's up with it, brother? Go Gators.
No, catch me at the sink or back at the table.
Yeah,
At the urinal, dog.
You excited to see me? No, that's too far. Yo.
All right. Dan's feeling himself at golden hour on the back. Yeah, simmer down, Dan.
I am not feeling myself. Come on the live stream, Nick. Feeling myself. Come on.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, 6-0. Texas up. Georgia make this field goal or not? What happened?
The score does not represent how thoroughly Texas is handling them.
Georgia,
but you can't let Kirby hang around.
Yeah,
can't let Kirby hang around.
Yeah,
it's been kind of an ugly game, dude.
Yeah,
me
too. Expected. They'll get hot. I think points they'll start rolling a little bit in the second half. That's usually how the SEC championship's been lately. Like it's usually early, defensive struggle a little bit. They score. Second half, it starts rolling a little bit. So I think both teams start clicking. Yeah, a little chess match going on.
Throw that up
like a Mayweather fight.
Nick, can you give me access to this?
Yeah.
All right.
You pay for this?
Yeah, I think second half.
No, it's like a media thing.
Media, the media stats page.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we got all kinds of stuff here. Comparison, red zone attempts, net rushing yards, quarterback progression.
Carson Beck looks like he saw a ghost in this game.
He's been seeing ghosts all year. If we would have lost Lagway, he would have seen more ghosts.
The last 3 games, he's been on fire. So yeah,
ETN not punting.
He wasn't on fire the actual Georgia Tech game. He caught fire the second half. That first half, Georgia Tech had that boy in the chokehold. Yeah, for sure.
What bowl game do you guys? We've asked everybody else. What bowl game do you guys want?
I don't think I'm gonna make it out to Vegas. So if I had time, and could make it out to Vegas, I would love to do that one. But since I'm not gonna be able to get out to Vegas, give me Tampa or Jacksonville. And the Gator Bowl is not in Gainesville, just so everybody know.
Yeah, shout out to Gabby from 247 who thinks he played in the swamp.
I'm going no matter what. So I would love Vegas. I want to see that stadium. I mean, that's not number one on the list of why I want it to be the Vegas Bowl, but it's on the list.
Yeah, Lauren's listening, Nick. So
my wife does not listen to this, but yeah, Vegas would be number one. Other than that, it would be Gator Bowl. I think getting back into. I don't know that the New Year's Day bowls or the bowl games after January 1st still have that same prestige.
Yeah.
But for an old head like me, if you're playing on January 1, 2, or later, that's better than playing on December 17th.
Isn't the ReliaQuest Bowl on the 2nd?
I think ReliaQuest is the 27th.
Really?
I can be wrong.
Hey, real quick, everybody that's here chilling, man. We appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us.
Oh, it's December.
Press that like button. Like, subscribe, comment, hang out with us. Super chat is absolutely open. We appreciate all the love.
Too much money for the Vegas Bowl, man. You got to hide your 401k off.
Yeah. I'm not a gambler, man. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Vegas 3 times in my life. Didn't gamble 1 time. I'm just not a gambler, bro. I've seen bad gambling things happen to some uncles of mine, bro. So I could never get into it. But I still love Vegas, man. The day parties, the vibes. But can't do more than 3 days.
No.
You know, by third day, it's time to get out of there, bro. You know, but
y'all remember the one time I went to Vegas. One time I went to Vegas, I had to pod. We got to Vegas on Thursday for a bachelor party. And I had the pod from like the American Express lounge, and we get on, and my voice is just gone. You're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No." Mentally, physically, spiritually, no. I'm not. Let's just do this podcast. We were out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like 4.5 days. That's too much.
Yeah, I went out for, I think I told you, I went out for a wedding a couple of years ago. We went Wednesday and came back Sunday, and that's when John Ruiz and I got into our first spat. But dude, that was too much. Like, I was ready to go home on Friday. You know what I mean?
That was a crazy night.
Yeah, no, I don't see myself going out to Vegas. Maybe Jacksonville, maybe. I still got to go visit Moncrief. Got some friends over there that want to say hello. But no,
I got some cousins over there. You got to check in.
All right, yeah, let them know. I'd love for it to be in Tampa. You know, obviously here
at by Jerome's barbecue, man. Make sure everything's straight.
The ReliaQuest Bowl, formerly the Outback Bowl. Nick, you're right. It's on December 31st. So I always thought it was like on the day of New Year's or like the day after. So, but that's December 31st. So I don't know how much it means anymore. We did have a super chat earlier, and this is for you, Steven. Anthony Beck wants you on his podcast. So Anthony, hit him up, Steven. I'm sure you'll join.
My boy Anthony,
hit me up, man. I pull up
in
on
the comments.
Yeah, and he's always working in the comments.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I went to Vegas. My last time going to Vegas was the first time I actually did something like that was worthwhile on some wholesome stuff. So I went a few times by myself, homeboys, hanging out,
wholesome Vegas.
Parties, those
What's
type of
wholesome in Vegas?
I went with the wife, and then I found out it was wholesome things. It shows. It's like you go see like museums. Apparently, there's a canyon out there. Like there's like things out there.
There's a Grand Canyon not that far away.
Grand Canyon.
What I'm hearing is that Stephen Harris and Corey Knowles have very different itinerary in Las Vegas. Just same place. Totally different.
Corey's going to places that you walk in, they give you spearmint mints. Steven's walking into the spearmint rhino, you know?
That was my first few times. Just ratchet
on a church mission.
The little gondolier. The gondolier at the Venetian. You can ride the little
all that. Yeah, that's the old lady. You do that type of stuff, man. The Venetian.
Right, you go to the chocolate shop after,
the inside look crazy,
I ain't never seen the wax museum or none of that. So I went.
That's $100 for the ride.
Debauchery.
Did you go to like Madame Tussauds or whatever it's called?
No.
Anything with Madame sounds crazy.
Corey did. Yeah.
No. I don't purchase, brother.
No, Madame Tussauds is a wax museum, boys.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't think that you and your wife are calling a madam named Tussauds. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. But yeah, we saw Michael Jackson, the Mike Tyson wax, and all that. You know, the statues.
It's Vegas. You'll never know what's going on out there.
You gotta be careful.
Slapping cards as you're walking. Yeah.
Once I hear madam, I'm like, whoa, we don't get down like that, brother.
Justin said, "How's Life Wallet stock going?" Sold out. No longer.
At 10 o'clock, they start handing out no flyers with the 2-for-1 special.
Yeah, no longer a shareholder. Just no longer believed in the business. Would Gasparilla in Tampa not rely question? No, I think the Gators are above the Gasparilla Bowl, like in terms of like where they would slot in. Gasparilla Bowl was a few years ago.
Well, I think they've changed it. So you basically have like different like pods.
Yeah.
But I think what the wrench that might be thrown into the plan is they try to do everyone keep them like regionally, but like, do you put Vandy in the Music City Bowl and like have those boys like staying in their own apartments for the bowl season? Like Nashville.
Put me in the Music City Bowl, bro.
Please give me an excuse to go to Nashville.
I would have Nashville. What date is that bowl?
Stop this. No, stop this. I'm not.
I don't think we're going to Music City Bowl.
I'm not letting you do this to me again. What? For years, you've been promising a trip to Nashville.
That last time, I'm glad I didn't go. We lost.
Some people call it White Atlanta.
Some people do call it White Atlanta. That's my brother.
All right. Texas is up 9-3.
I never heard that. That is dope.
Who said that? Who said that last? Or was it on Monday? Someone said that. Was it Dan?
I brought it up last show.
That sounds like something Corey would say, but it sounds like something I would agree with.
Yeah, my brother told me it was White Atlanta when I told him I was trying to go. But the last time we was trying to make, bro, Texas is just flirting with interceptions like crazy. But the last time we was about to go to Nashville, I had the trip planned. I ended up canceling it last minute for some personal reasons, and then we lost. I thought it was gonna be an easy win. We went out there and we lost, and I was just like, bro, I'm glad I didn't go because I cannot enjoy White Atlanta with a loss.
No,
kind of stuff to take your mind off the game.
I can't get over the name. That is so funny to me.
Texas.
I want to go now. I never been. I want to go. I got to go.
See? Like, I want to see.
I mean,
I've been pitching it to you the wrong way. Steven, we've been pitching it to Corey as like rooftop bars, country music.
I don't even know what they expect.
He was like, yeah,
moonshine.
Yeah.
All we had to say was it's White Atlanta. Now you're
come on, Corey. I go out there with you. We'll go together. Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's do a
They both
vlog.
have a pink pony. They both have pink pony.
Word. See, a lot of similarities, man.
Yeah, a lot of similarities.
For some reason, I just see booty shorts. I don't know why.
On the rooftop.
We're gonna get you up there, get you a big belt buckle, a cowboy hat. Cowboy boots. I thought I was going to get there the first time I went to Nashville. They're like $800.
A massive cowboy hat. We need to get one and
10 gallon.
I'm gonna tell you something. Man. All that cowboy attire. It sounds fun, right? We was getting ready to go to D. Gordon. I was going to do an interview out there to his farm. So I was like, we were shooting content. I said, man, let me ride by this little cowboy store right here near my house. Let me ride, give me some boots and some some gear to match the vlog. Yeah. I walked in there and got out of there quick.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
Yes. Yes. It's like
you,
animal made products.
Yes.
Like expensive animal made products, bro. I had to get up out of there, bro. I almost called Peter on the whole store. I was like, yo, y'all need to come shut this down. Like
they have ostrich boots. You gotta come in here.
I got a pair of ostrich skin boots.
Ostrich boots are a good look, but Corey will call PETA on you, Dan.
Yeah. No, I got a pair of hand-me-downs from my grandfather. Ostrich skin boots. Those are they're a little too big, so I got a double socket. But they're clean, man. From the 70s.
What?
That's where 2 pairs of socks.
Double socket. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a full pause.
Them boys say cowboy hat, Stevie Wonder glasses.
Yes.
Oh man.
So where do you guys want to go? I said Vegas or Jacksonville. Dan, for probably selfish reasons, would like to just hang out up there in the penthouse.
Well, no. So like obviously the last time the Gators played in Jacksonville, like 19 players got injured.
Yeah,
so,
not a great turf.
Turf's not great. The field looks cursed based on the product that the Jaguars been putting out on the field. So put us in Tampa, man.
Hey man, why my Jags got to take a straight? It's been rough, man. My quarterback got killed last week, bro. Like take it easy on my boys, man.
Rest in peace. No,
Yeah.
no, I mean, it's nothing personal. You know, like I said, love the 904.
Hey, 904 is holding the Gators down right now, bro. So you gotta get them boys some love. They holding us down right now.
Yeah, I love the 904.
What do you guys think about the transfer portal? Like
Corey, I said all the time. Anytime
sure.
somebody interviews from Jacksonville, how much I love the 904.
Yeah, you pander when they on the show, but when they get off of it, you talk greasy.
He knows his audience.
Yeah.
A politician, baby.
What do you guys want out of the portal? What do we need out of the portal position wise? I know defensive tackle is a huge spot, but overall portal is here. I know we got some players that hit it, but we also got to grab some talent out of it. What do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, I think we got to see, make the shirts, Dan. Portal pending. Like if Caleb Banks comes back, you have less of a need there at DT for somebody in the portal. If Tyreek Sapp leaves and he says, "Hey, listen, I just had my best year.
Lord.
I've got a 3-year-old. Let's go try the NFL." If he leaves, hey, you might need to go and get another edge player. George Gums can leave. He just had the best year he's ever had.
No.
I'm saying these are guys who are eligible. I think
we got to pump these breaks, man. We can't have all these people leaving.
Yeah, Nick, you're scared of the fans. You know what I mean?
I moved companies. I'm no longer negative. My bad.
Yeah, Nick, you got to scared me. Coming back.
All right, so the 4 positions.
I can hear y'all, but I got to step away real quick.
Yeah. The 4 positions that I was told, leave it at that: offensive tackle, a backup quarterback, safety, and receiver. Receiver, you're losing Badger Chim. Also lost Andy Jean. Safety, I don't know what Asa Turner's going to do. He could potentially come back.
Man, I think he's got to.
I'm just saying.
I love the idea of Asa Turner. I think it's time to join the enterprise rental management program.
That's tough.
Well, it's a great 2-year program, Nick. You rotate around the country, you get an opportunity to build your professional career. You know what I mean?
Okay. That is big head.
They employ more college athletes than any company in America.
What, you have a commercial on next to you on the TV?
Enterprise. No, I just watch. So this is the thing that you miss not watching college football on TV.
What an ad. I didn't see the Enterprise ad pop up.
is the once a game Enterprise commercial to let us know that they're going to go something pro and other than sports. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's go quarterback. Let's go quarterback first, because I think quarterback's a tough sell. You have a freshman quarterback. You have another guy signed up. You've also got a true freshman sophomore phenom.
The Gale transfer, Aiden Warner.
Yes,
big arm,
and then also DJ Lagway.
BAA. Well, no. Do you think hear me out? Like, I think it's a tough sell to get a starter, right? That's gonna the guy that transferred from Liberty, something like that. But I don't think it's that hard of a sell to say, hey, DJ Lagway got injured this year. The Gators have not had a season without an injured quarterback in 4 years. I'm sure you could look at most college programs and say, hey, there could be an opportunity for a freshman that maybe didn't work out somewhere to come in and be that next guy in line, because Tramel Jones is coming off injury. Aiden Warner's probably not going to be your guy. I don't know if Clay Millen's going to be here next year. So here's an opportunity, right? You might get tapped on the shoulder.
Yeah, but you're looking for a proven quarterback who maybe has had the thought go through their head, hey, I'm probably not going to play in the NFL. Let's go somewhere where, like you said, Dan, hey, they've got a mobile quarterback who might take some hits, and if he gets hurt, I'm next up, and I get a degree at the University of Florida. I get to play in the SEC. So I'm thinking you're probably targeting a group of 5 quarterback who has some experience as a starter, that it's hey, you can come and back up DJ and play. But I think it's just a tough sell. I talked about this, or we talked about this for a long time, about the running back room, when we were hey, Florida needs another running back. And then Cam Carroll bet on himself, ends up getting injured, but prior to his injury was looking good. So you've got to find somebody who has experience, because that's what you need behind DJ. You need someone who has started games, has played games, or else you're throwing in a sophomore, a true freshman, or something.
Or do you get the senior that's already accepted? I know you kind of mentioned that not going to the NFL. Do you take the 5th or 6th year guy to say, hey, like we just need a body back there, like better than Jack Miller was?
Not a great recruiting pitch there. Go into someone's living
room.
Well,
no, I mean, obviously I would massage it a little bit, right? Like I would massage my take there. Like, hey, you're one snap away, and it's going to be an open competition, and we're just going to play the best guy. You know what I mean? Like we love DJ Lagway, but if you come in and there's an opportunity, right, for you to play and you put yourself in a position to play in the NFL and beat out DJ Lagway, that would be my recruiting pitch, right?
Malik Miller Moss is going to be like a starting quarterback at Michigan. He's not coming to be DJ Lagway's backup.
You don't know that though. Like that's the thing. You're just projecting.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He won't be DJ Lagway's backup.
I think ideally, right, because they flirted with bringing in the quarterback Montgomery that ended up signing with Georgia. So they flirted with bringing in him. So there could possibly be a freshman transfer that you could bring in, that it ain't about beating Lagway out. It's also the opportunity to maybe be next up to Lagway, right? Then you're competing with Trammell or somebody like that. So I think that should be the aim. Try to find a freshman or sophomore that's in the portal. If he don't play, you can redshirt him, and then when Lagway, you get that little gap between him and Lagway, pause. And then if Lagway goes pro, you got the opportunity to beat out Trammell and get the job. So I think that needs to be the aim. I didn't like that they was going out to Montgomery, even though I would have took him to get my trolls off. I had a nice orchestrated troll for Georgia lined up. I was going to get my jokes off, but it didn't make a lot of sense for me because he was injured. He wasn't going to be a guy that we could depend on next fall because he's not going to be a guy that could play spring. Trammell's not a guy that we're going to be able to depend on next fall, in my opinion. So I didn't get that take. I thought you needed somebody else, but I think you go get a freshman that may be entering the portal. I don't know if there's anybody that fits the bill right now, but that should probably be your strategy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, I think you're right. I think there's two ways to go down this, right? Like you either go down you get a freshman and try to create some separation, or you just get a stopgap with like a 5th year guy or a 6th year guy that's capable, right? Like maybe that didn't have the opportunity to play at that next level, maybe doesn't have the skill set to make the NFL, but like still can, sling the ball. Like really sling the ball, not Nick Delatorre sling the ball.
Yeah. Nick changed the definition of spinning and slinging the ball. Big arm, all that changed with Nick.
Whoever we get, they better be mobile. I'll tell you that, because I can't watch another offense that looks stalled out because we don't have the piece that we need.
You speaking gospel, my brother. I almost passed the offer and played around. Defensive tackle wise, I see my guy Rob. Rob, what he do in the comments hanging out? He asked what you think about Keyshawn Silver, defensive tackle.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. I like Keyshawn Silver.
I like Stephen Harris question, Nick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Nick, you never played defensive tackle, bro. We ain't asking you this question.
No, yeah, right.
Tackle's body right now, though. I'm growing.
Little nose guard for you. Yeah, now he's a big guy, man. Can move his. Yeah, a guy that size that can move his frame. You always want, you know what I mean. One gap, he's always gonna plug his gap. You don't have to worry about that. But he can shed blocks and get to the other gap. So half of the field is taken up. Linebackers could have a field day. You know what I mean? I just love his explosiveness. I know getting him with Coach Chapman is gonna be night and day, and how he's gonna be coming out of them hips. So that's our big Dez replacement. Not as big as Dez, but that's a big, massive boy that we getting. You can't deny that. So I like it. I love it. Especially when you just get a guy that can move that size. They're rare. You don't get that.
Yeah.
He's over there chirping you about your Obama internet, and then his hamster stopped running on the wheel. You're back now. Yeah.
Boy, I got that.
Go feed that hamster, man. He's getting tired.
I got that Make America Great Again internet, boy. Don't talk about my internet, boy. It made Wi-Fi great.
I got
again
5 kids in here all on Wi-Fi. That's the problem. I need
No, I
to turn
kick
it
my
off.
kids out the house when I start screaming. They got to go find things to do. Steve.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Hold
I think
on,
he's gonna be a pop.
go.
Yeah, kick him off, bro. Yeah, tell him. Hey,
What? I was
finish.
just trying to go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear my name being slandered.
Who's slandering you?
Oh, something about my hamster.
Oh no,
they were talking about me.
Stokes
I-
babysitting your hamster.
No, I lagged off for a second. No, I pay for premium internet. If this thing lags one more time, I'm calling Xfinity with some Karen vibes. To be honest with you,
If
but-
if Rob's still here, Rob likes to Photoshop. If you can give me Corey with some Karen hair, that will certainly earn a retweet.
give me a Boosie fade. How about that?
No. You need the John and Kate +8 blonde bob.
No, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Real quick, I think Keyshawn is going to be a guy that's highly coveted. Receiver wise, I see a lot of people talking about Dane Key in the comments. I think Key is heading straight to Georgia. This has been a tampering situation. His girlfriend's at Georgia. I think Georgia's been recruiting him the entire fall. I think that's a one-way street. So we can want Dane Key. It's just not an opportunity. I think the staff don't really have a real chance at recruiting that guy. But receiver, I like Nick Anderson at OU, absolute beast. There's so many receiver spots. I see somebody saying they don't like Case Brown. Case Brown is Ricky Pearsall, like duplicated. Route running is absolutely crazy. The way he set up routes, the way he get in and out of his breaks, bro. Don't get caught up in all the hype.
Yeah.
I think he's a guy that can cause a lot of problems. There's so many options at receiver. People saying they don't like CJ Daniels, you're drunk.
I like Barry and Brown.
Nope.
He's a smaller guy though. But Barry and Brown's one of the fastest players in the country. He can kind of fill that shim role, play receiver
He's not an
for you.
X. He's pretty much
It's a Z, isn't it?
I mean, he's just small. He's like 5'9".
Yeah, which means not an X.
Yeah. I like him, but
Steve
we
Smith
got
was
Eugene Wilson and Mazzell in the slot that we already like having hard time getting both of them on the field. So bringing another guy at that spot, I don't think you fix the problem.
VB.
Yeah, and VB, right?
You compared him to Steve Smith, Nick, just now?
I said Steve Smith played X.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clear up.
Kind of left it there. I just
Let me see. I got a receiver board here. Hold on. Let me see
there was
who
a
all
Venn
like.
diagram.
Yeah, I
There
saw
was a
your
Venn
board
diagram.
earlier, man.
I
I pulled
think,
that board
the
out.
height is the only thing that they share. in
Yeah,
that
I like
Venn
that
diagram.
board.
Yeah, height and position. That's the Venn diagram. 5'9" can play X.
I like Malachi Coleman out of Nebraska at receiver. Like I think he's the absolute beast. Big guy, 6'3", 6'4", can run. Stretch the field. I already said Nick Anderson. Dan Key's not an opportunity. I like Chase Sowell out of ECU. I think he's another big guy, stretch the field, can run the whole route tree. There's some absolute guys out there.
What about the FIU wide receiver?
I got him on the list too, Eric Rivers.
Yeah.
I think he can play as well. I like Eric Rivers.
Yeah, a
Great
lot of production.
Yeah.
What do you have? 1,109, something like that?
I'm hearing they going minimum 2 receivers, maybe 3.
3. Wow.
That's what I'm hearing.
Let me see. I have the.
You really just don't return a lot, Nick. While you look that up, you just really don't turn a lot in terms of production next season, right? Like you get Eugene Wilson back. You saw some of Aiden Mizell, but outside of that, like Tank Hawkins did a little bit. TJ Abrams didn't play. Like you just don't have a lot of proven, right? Like I think Vernell Brown's going to get the opportunity to play, but I mean, we've talked about it. You got a 2-year window with DJ Lagway. You got to maximize your time.
Yeah, you've got 9 receivers on scholarship right now. Burke, Khalil Jackson as seniors, Eugene Wilson, Aiden Mizell, Tank as sophomores, and then TJ Abrams, Vernell Brown, Nashawn Montgomery, and Moise Tankara.
Yeah.
I'm saying that right. But like you said, it's like 9's a big number, or probably the right around the right number for the room. But like you said, Aiden Mizell, limited experience, Tank, limited experience, and then everyone else outside of Eugene, Burke, and Khalil. And really, Burke Khalil have limited experience.
Yeah, I mean, Khalil's was good for about a catch a game last season. Obviously, would love to see him this year. Obviously got injured. And then Marcus Burke, man, I feel like Marcus Burke is a guy that's been in college. There's those guys that are in college for 4 years, but You feel like they've been there for 30 years? Like, I feel like him and Andre
Yeah.
DeBose were in the same recruiting class. You know what I mean?
Golly.
Like, no slight to the guy, but like
Andre and
like,
He's
Steven were in
under
the
the
same
most.
Respect to Burke,
you got-
man.
no disrespect at all. No, I just feel like Marcus Burke has been like this guy that we're like, all right, this is the year of Marcus Burke since this podcast started, and we've been doing this 5.5 years.
Yeah. I think Lagway changes the dynamics for our receivers, though, with the guys that we have, with their ability to stretch the field. Like Jackson, I was happy to see what he would have did with Lagway going down the field.
That's true.
Being able to go up and get big with some of those balls. So I think a lot of those guys are going to see a better opportunity in this offense with Lagway at the helm and stretching the field. But then, like in going in the portal and getting a lot of those guys, we got a long off season. You got the camps and injuries happen. You don't never want to see nobody get injured, but we're not in the position where if somebody go down, we don't have the next man up, because next year should be our playoff run. So we got to make sure the stable is stacked, and guys want to come in and compete and expect for Lagway to pass the ball around. You know what I mean? And everybody get their touches and stuff like that.
My thing with Burke is it's been a lot of just like potential that we've seen from him, like flashes.
Yeah.
But that Florida State game, running the wrong route and Lagway throwing the interception was to me kind of in my as just like a fan, just, a nail in the coffin of it may be time to just move on. Yeah, I think like at this point in his career, he needs to be assignment responsible. He should know where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I watch him sometimes when he's not getting the ball. And when he's not getting the ball, it don't show. You could tell he's not getting the ball. Defensive backs could peep that. Like,
how you coming off the ball, all that stuff. Yeah,
correct.
For sure.
Yeah,
you
can tell
where your eyes at, looking down. Oh, yeah.
Breaking the huddle sometimes, you can tell.
Yeah,
so I just
you ain't lying.
Yeah, so I just think from that aspect, bro, come on, Texas, take this next one to go get some points, man. But was watching the game a little bit. I just think we got to go get absolute playmakers. You got to always upgrade. I know, like, seeing a guy like Burke and the Khalil Jacksons that you may want to, like, push them towards the portal, it's not the most wholesome thing to say. And some people are like, oh, no, they want to be Gators. But you're only going to be as good as your floor and your ceiling. That's what college football is. And then when you got the opportunity to have a guy like Lagway, they banging the phone line right now. Like, receivers are calling the University of Florida wanting to come play for this guy. So if you can upgrade your floor and your ceiling, I think the University of Florida need to do it absolutely that. Upgrade the floor and the ceiling. Guys are going to go down. You're going to battle attrition regardless. They're talking about Mazzell, and Mazzell's an absolute baller. But you need a room full of Mazzels. Andy Jean leaves. Andy Jean was battling injuries throughout his time at UF. While we've seen a lot of flashes, it just never materialized. And it's starting to seem like the guys that are not heading up towards the too deep on that depth chart, and you're in your third year, it's time to hit the portal. Kebby Collins, Andy Jeans, same thing with Jackson, that defensive back. Like, once guys aren't getting into that too deep and you're heading into your junior year, it's probably time for you to find other opportunities. Don't mean that you can't play ball. I think all those guys are gonna go play ball good somewhere else, but we got to upgrade our floor and our ceiling right now, I think, in my opinion.
All right, boys, I gotta leave you. We got Frankie's going to meet Santa today.
Hell yeah.
You think she's gonna be afraid or cry? Like, what you think the vibe's gonna be like?
Too young to be afraid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's still
kind of lay there. Yeah.
Neither one of my kids was really vibing with Santa like that. They flipped out.
Neither one of my listen, just tell them where the Christmas tree is and where to drop the gifts off. I don't need him holding me. Keep it away from me. I'll leave the cookies, but we're done.
Carson Beck is now throwing 2 interceptions that have been called back because of penalty.
Hey, buddy, the
fix is in.
Checks doesn't bounce. The check didn't bounce.
Clear, baby. All right, Nick, hold it down.
Hey,
man. Y'all. We're gonna get up out of here soon, man. We're gonna do the whole game. It's turned into a long scream. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, is Neil joining or no?
DM him. He's supposed to join like 15 minutes ago. Hold on. Let me see what's up.
If you're still watching, there's a lot of people watching. There's 3,300 of you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button while you're here.
That's
Feel free to
just
ask any
on
question.
here. It's like another 2.5 or 3K.
Oh no, that's total. That's total. That's both.
Oh, it's total. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Stephen Harris looks to be having some technical difficulties right now. So yeah, so I think George, there's 1 second left. I think George is. I got to see where the ball is going to be at. I don't think they have an opportunity for a field goal here, but we're about to find out. Ugly game, 6-3. Carson Beck, I said, a couple interceptions on his last 2 throws. So the ball's on the 42. So that would be what, 52, 59. So they're going to go for it. All right. So 1 second left, 1st and 5, 42-yard line to take us into halftime. I don't trust Carson Beck to complete this pass to be a touchdown here.
No, you got to send the kicker out there.
Yeah, that'd be a long kick. I mean, I know it's inside, but that'd be what, 59 yards?
They've been hitting them like that these days. I don't know what Georgia kickers.
Oh, Carson Beck just fumbled. Texas recovers. They're running down the field. They got to beat 2 guys. He's not going to do it.
So
maybe now they're doing a little fumble-rooski. Then they fumbled it back. Georgia lineman got it. They tackle. All right. So 6-3. Carson Beck is injured.
I'm not going to cheer.
Beck is injured. Not going to cheer. No, never want somebody to be injured. But if I were,
I almost did. I
if I were the type of guy to cheer, if I did ever cheer an injury, it would be for a Georgia football player.
I almost cheer. I had to compose myself.
Yeah, the entire medical team is in Kirby Smart's there.
Prayers up.
Yeah, prayers up. He's standing up. Yeah, he looks rattled. So 6-3 at halftime. Corey, you want to go? You don't care if games in Jacksonville, Tampa, wherever. You'll probably end up making it.
If it's in Florida, I'm pulling up 100%. My son's already been harassing me about going to the bowl game. So if it's in Florida, we definitely showing up. I've been looking at the bowl tickets since they've been in, like, kind of projecting that the Florida Gators may be at some of these games. And every site I go on for our possible bowl games, it says the tickets are going fast. They try to give you the little, heads up of how the tickets are flying. So they're flying off the shelf. But I think it's going to be a sold-out affair if it's in Florida. I think Gator fans are going to show up heavy, which is good for us, and show that support. And also, if this team can finish on the same streak, same energy, heading into the offseason, it's just going to build our offseason buzz. So, I'm pulling up 100%. Anytime Lagway has a game that I can pull up to, I'm definitely coming.
Yeah.
Pause.
Justin asked if we're going to do any off-season collabs with Gator content creators. Yeah.
We got
We've done a number of them. We did last year at the Gator Nation football podcast. There's definitely, we did the Gator panels. That's certainly something that we could do again. We're going to do a lot of player interviews, former player interviews. We're going to do a lot. Content's going to be rolling heavy this off season. We appreciate with you guys. There's a lot of new people that watch and listen to the show now. So we've been doing this. If this is, if you've been watching for a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, we've been doing this for 5.5 years. We just kind of started to invest some more time in YouTube over the last, probably year and a half. But we're really trying to grow and get you guys, the people that you want to hear from, in just different stories, unique stories. Nothing that you're going to get.
Man, let's not be humble.
Sit down interview. What?
I got the Grey Goose flowing a little bit over here, so I'm gonna go. We about to go crazy in 2025. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We got some absolutely just great opportunities in the NIL format with some real good players. Basketball, football, baseball. Between the months of January and April, May, we got some not just internet World Wide Web things, but also some things in Gainesville that we're going to be doing. I'm excited to announce them around Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. We're going to make an announcement on what we got going on for late January and then heading into, like I said, the springtime. But I think the fans are going to love it. It's going to be something totally different that hasn't happened. Gator content, Gator football, NIL-wise. But we setting up some things, man. And I appreciate everybody that comes and hang out with us, support our platform. We podcast our way. We do our own thing. You know, there's a lot of different platforms out there. We support everybody. We give love to everybody that's out there doing their thing. Gator fans, y'all got it made. It's a lot of good content creators in this space. We do it our way, and we appreciate all the fans that support what we got going on.
Absolutely.
But all the Stadium and Gale fans, we're gonna make y'all proud in the next couple months for sure. We got some vibes set up.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff in progress. I know there's a couple people saying do some stuff with a high top. And we love Shelton over there. He's a great dude. I was on his show the other day when he did a marathon show. You know, doing stuff like that is stuff that we enjoy. We're beyond that, we're trying to get some unique perspectives and do some different events for you guys as well. But like Corey said, you know, we're blessed here at UF to have a number of different types of takes and different types of shows for the Florida Gators. So we appreciate, you know, and we'll always cross collab. And we appreciate you guys watching on Saturday. And I know Flow Factory, like you said, Corey, is that you run, pardon me, is probably going to go pretty heavy next year into 2025 as well.
I'm collabing everything together. So, you know, I'm only one person, so I gotta like align both of these brands. It's all one family. So most of the things that we're doing in 2025 is gonna be collaborations of Flow Factory, Stadium and Gale, putting together some events, contents, NIL. It's gonna be something different, man. But we trying to provide, and we like to be wave starters, you know. So we're gonna try to kick off some new different type of waves with content, man. Don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, no, we got some exciting stuff that we're working on, just trying to figure out some dates on some things. And while we have 3,300 of you here, if you guys could all open up either Spotify or iTunes or Apple Podcasts and just hit a rating on the pod. We had to switch our feed about a year ago, so we lost 4.5 years worth of ratings and reviews and everything else. If you guys could go on there and just hit a quick review, our quick review, it only takes 10 seconds. We would appreciate that. Corey,
I like the bold tailgate. I like Gator made with the bold tailgate. If it's in Florida, we're doing a bold tailgate. I like that idea.
I think we can make that happen. 100%. Justin, did Nick say he was going to see Santa, or he is Santa? I think he said he's going to see Santa.
He's going to sit on Santa's lap.
Yeah, I can see it. Nick's mug shot. Nick gets arrested at the Oaks Mall. Nuts. Absolutely bonkers. You know if Neil's going to join, or should we just wrap up since it's halftime here?
Send him a DM. Do you got his personal phone? I'll send him a DM. Let me see if he responded. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, he said give him like 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes? Or no?
Yeah, I got 10 minutes.
All
right. I got to probably head out
that?
in 25.
Yeah, I want to do some quick basketball talk. That's all.
Yeah. Basketball team's 9-0. I think that there's like 9 teams in the country right now that are 9-0. Team looks incredible. A big win the other day against Virginia. And then obviously they won that ESPN tournament, beating Wichita State and Wake Forest. Team looks solid. I was watching the game, and they said that of our starting 5, each one of them has been the leading scorer in a game this season, which is just kind of crazy.
Well-rounded.
Team's well-rounded.
I want to say some of basketball takes and talks. I was about to get into my bag here a little bit. I don't think we got that much time with Neil anyway, but from top to bottom, it's just a well-rounded team. Like, they seem to play for each other. There's like Walter Clayton is probably the best guy on the team, and he leads in a very good way as a point guard. But like they move the ball well. On defense, they're in sync. In transition, they're all on the same page. Defensive transition, they all like their assignment ready. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this is a well put together team from top to bottom. Size, like we're tough to score on in the paint. This is one of the better. Like, I'm excited about this team, bro. I've been watching every single game.
Yeah, defense looks great. I mean, I'm a noted basketball casual here, right? Like we've talked about on the show. Like when I played basketball with my friends growing up, like I was not picked first, right?
Or at all. They picked you.
I mean, like we didn't track points that I scored in the game. I was more of an assist guy, dishing the rock, being in the right place at the right time. Kind of a fundamentals guy, not shooting fundamentals, just white guy fundamentals, like, hey, are you gonna be at the top?
The guy when you get the ball, they be like, all right, let him shoot.
No. Yeah. No, I was never the guy that they wanted to take a shoot or take a shot. Like, I've never been able to
So
say
the
like,
defense is saying let him shoot.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Well, defense. Like, I'm a gritty defender. You know what I mean? I was like a
Yeah.
JJ Barea on defense. But I never got the chance. And I'm gonna say
JJ
pause
Barea.
before I say the sentence. I was never the type of shooter to say like, oh wow, Dan's getting wet from the field. You know what I mean? Like, I never had that. I never was a streak. I was never a streak guy. So,
Oh, man.
Eric, see your comment, guys. Love the show. Let's get Jordan Scarlett a mic that makes him sound like he's not podcasting in a closet. Yeah, so
Yeah, we're working on that, man.
we're working on the internet issue.
He has a mic. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're working with some bandwidth issues. So hopefully we'll get that fixed by the Monday show. But yeah, Dan was a lunch pail guy, a real gym rat. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
I'm meeting with Jordan Scarlett in about an hour here.
Okay.
So yeah, we've been talking about the internet. We're gonna figure it all out. We're gonna get the technical part of him set up and get him a little bit more comfortable on the show. But I think he's a great addition. He's gonna be helping us out in a lot of different formats, man. A lot of guests. We have a lot of former Gators. He's lining up. He hit me up today just to tell me of like the people he's getting together for the off season. So I expect we started this show on heavy interviews and just guest interviews. So we got away from it from a little bit because we interviewed so many people. There's only so many Gators you can have on here. But the guys he played with, the guys he's been around, we're going to get into that whole regime this offseason. So it should be fun, man. Great addition to the show. We just got to fix the technical part of it.
Dan takes 100%. Picks and street ball for sure. Kind of guy that calls fouls. You know what I mean? And got hit. No, but hey, Corey, who do you have? They just showed the SMU Clemson bus ride in. Who do you got in that game, Clemson or SMU?
Big SMU fan, man. I like Lashley. I called SMU winning the ACC a few months ago. I think that offense is real deal. I think they're going to be a problem just moving forward. SMU got a bag, so I don't even think Lashley may even ever leave because SMU got that duffel bag, so they probably could keep him. But somebody in the comments said, what's up?
Some news here. Scott Frost is going back to UCF.
I like that for UCF. He still got to get an offensive coordinator because without Heupel, he's been mid. So
yeah,
I want to see what coordinators he's hiring. In Nebraska without Heupel, he was a whole lot of Reginald, a lot of season like that.
Yeah, no, I like that move for UCF. You know, obviously, kind of he can sell the story. I think that'll probably convince some of the guys that might have been looking in the transfer portal to leave. You know, I'm not surprised that it didn't work out at Nebraska, right? Like, it's just a completely different game up there, and being able to convince, even though he's a Nebraska alum, it's hard to convince those playmakers and speedsters to go up there for the type of offense that he wants to run. So I still think that he's a good coach. You know, when we were hiring Dan Mullen, you know, I was kind of in the Scott Frost boat because I think that he was a guy that probably could have excelled at the University of Florida. I know the big thing that was an issue is that he wanted to bring his coaching staff with him. And I think that, you know, was also another issue of what befell him at Nebraska. But, you know, I think that's a good get for UCF. And I think that it's going to probably attract some talent there. You know, not that I think that Florida should be worried, but, you know, good get for UCF. I think he's better than Gus Malzahn for them. Yeah, no, Brandon, you're right. Portal does open Monday. You know, I still think that you're going to probably see a couple more names in the portal over the next few days. I don't envision any huge names, any real starter caliber players, unless there's been some tampering. But I think that Florida's probably pretty set on their starters returning for next season.
Yeah, it's been a lot of people in my DMs. I think some message boards been talking about possible Jaden Ball. I don't foresee any of that happening. I've been talking to people close to the program. I know there's been some tampering going on. We got a talented roster, and I know schools are probably hitting us up with some crazy numbers to get guys off of this roster. But from what I'm hearing, Jaden Ball is in. There's no smoke out there of him entering the portal. Everybody could vibe on that. I don't think we may lose we may lose one or two valuable. This is just me. I don't have any names.
Yeah.
This is me being logical, right? We may lose a valuable backup that another program may throw a huge bag at. But for the most part, I don't see any ETNs or Umanilans happening.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we think Dan Mullen ever gets back into coaching, or is it forever wakeboard season for him? I think he'll get back into coaching. I think Dan Mullen will probably get back into coaching.
I thought North Carolina should have went after him. What do you think about Belichick at North Carolina?
I've seen your takes that, you know, if you could get a good GM and good people around to recruit, then like Belichick will do his thing. I don't know how many years he has left, right? So like, I know that there's like some discussion that his son would be the head coach in waiting. I don't know if I love that. I feel like you're tying your success as a NFL head coach to like what the long-term success of the program is going to be. But I do think that he would have obviously a bunch of people that want to play for him. And you can walk into any room in the country and be like, I'm Bill Belichick, you can play for me. I just don't know how many years he would coach for, or if he would be up for the shenanigans of NIL, right? Because like a lot of these guys want to play for Bill Belichick, but I'm sure a lot of these guys too are going to look at money and opportunity as well. And you know, so I don't know. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think Carolina's a serious. They want to be good at football. We know they're down to spend money. They have serious boots of support. They're a Jordan brand. They spend crazy money in the basketball world with keeping a good roster. Mac Brown came in and he recruited well. Like they got some guys over there. You know, they didn't just win, and they beat some real blue bloods for some real prospects. I think the recruiting area of North Carolina, they got some absolute, like, it's hard if you're in Nebraska and you're Scott Frost trying to figure out how you find a local. They got homegrown talent in North Carolina. They got the bag. You get Belichick there. While he don't have any recruiting roots, if he hires the right guys around him, I could see how he could keep a little bit of the momentum that Matt Brown kind of instilled, you know, of North Carolina serious about football. Now his son and the nepotism, I don't know how that works out.
Yeah,
but I thought North Carolina should have went after a guy like Dan Mullen, where there's not a whole lot of expectations, there's not a lot of stress and a lot of pressure from the recruiting world, but X and O wise, just experience wise in college football world, I thought it would be a good job for a guy like Dan Mullen. But I think Belichick could cause some problems in the ACC. I think his defense, if he's serious, that his defensive scheme could shut some things down. I think a lot of coaches are going to want to work for him. He got the name, he got the reputation, he's going to be able to hire well. I don't think he's going to take the job just for funsies. I think he's going to take the job serious. He's a very serious guy. So
for sure.
It's just how long would they be good? I'm with you. It's just he's an older guy, even though he got some young cheeks in his life.
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, keeping him young.
Keeping him young. Like he may be motivated.
Hey, if you're his girlfriend, are you worried? You know what I mean?
I see why you say that.
You know, run into some urban problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She may have some competition.
That's right. If Carson's injury is long term, does Georgia get into the playoff, or do they get the FSU treatment? This would put them at what, 10-3?
They lose, they out.
You think they're out?
They out. They lose? Yeah, they out. I don't think they have any room.
I think they're in if Carson Beck's fine.
And they lose?
Yeah.
How did
because they lost the SEC championship. So it's like a game that they would not have otherwise lost. I think that's kind of what the committee said, is that like, hey, Miami's out because we're not going to punish a team that's playing today. Right. I think your Arizona State, Iowa State, your UNLV, Boise State, I think that those were kind of your games to decide who was in. Now, if Beck is out, who's Georgia's backup? It's not Jaden Rashada. He's third string. I don't even know.
They buns.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be
I don't know who they push out. Okay, you got Oregon, you got Texas, you got SMU, the top 4 seeds, Boise State.
Yeah.
You got Tennessee at 9. I mean, they could possibly push Tennessee out, but I don't know why. You can't push Ohio State out.
Well, no, that's what we're saying, is like you're not going to push Georgia out for losing, because like Tennessee didn't play in the game. So like, should you be punished for playing in the SEC championship? Gunnar Stockton is the backup. Thank you. Thanks, Anthony and Brandon. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Tennessee's didn't they played each other, right?
Yeah, no, Tennessee's in. No, the question is if Georgia loses, is Georgia out of the playoff?
Yeah, but I'm saying, how do you push Georgia? What was the head-to-head with Georgia and Tennessee?
Georgia won.
Georgia won? Then, yeah, you could possibly push Tennessee out.
But who would you don't have to push them out. We're not saying you have to push anybody out.
You
We're
will have
saying
to.
No, Georgia's already in.
No, but your top 12 right now includes Miami. But, of course, one of the teams that's going to replace Miami is the winner of the Big 12.
Yeah,
right.
Arizona State.
But if you got Ole Miss with 3 losses, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Georgia's
you've got Ole
there,
Miss and
win, lose,
South
or draw.
Carolina. So you've got 9-3 Ole Miss. You got 9-3 Tennessee. You've got 10-2 Miami.
What if Clemson win?
Sitting there.
What if Georgia lose, Clemson win? Does SMU and Clemson make it?
I think at that point SMU would probably be out. I think. I don't love the committee deciding this stuff. Like, I think the committee is worse.
I don't love Georgia being in it. I want Georgia out.
No, I want Georgia. I would love Georgia to be out, right? Like, there's nothing more that would excite me to not have Carson Beck be injured, but to have the discussion that because they lost and they're missing a quarterback, Georgia should not be in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
If Clemson wins, Alabama is
I think Georgia's in regardless, but they submit. I'm not worried about them winning it all.
No, I'm not worried.
We should have beat Georgia this year. To be honest with you, if we was clicking like we should have been out of the gate, we're a playoff team, brother.
Yeah.
Like, this is not no homerism. Just looking at these teams in the playoffs, you can't tell me there's a team that you're looking at. Oregon is fire. I give you that. Texas, we don't really have a good gauge because we wasn't healthy. We went out there, no lag way. We got smoked. So I'm gonna leave the top 2 off. Everybody else working down from there. I like us versus everybody on this list. I think we got one of the better defenses of late. Stats don't reflect just of late, and we got hot a little bit more late. But
yeah,
I said this in the beginning of the year. I think we could beat absolutely anybody. Talent wise, just top to bottom, we have a lot of talent. This team underachieved big time this year. Next year, I need that not to happen.
You think we're ranked top 25 to start the year?
Yeah, I think we're around like 15 to 17, around that range.
Sounds about right.
You have Lagway in the Heisman talk. Like, it's going to be, the expectations are going to rise. You know, like, we end this season with a winning streak, as it should. Like, the Tennessee offseason, like, the expectations should rise. We should be a top 15 team. And up with the right, portal acquisitions, we should be able to make a run.
Yeah.
The next 2 years.
They just showed the Dr. Pepper challenge. Would you be a chest passer or would you be an overhead thrower if you were in the Dr. Pepper challenge?
Well, I have pride in manhood. I can never.
Yeah, but it's $100,000. You know what I mean? So
I'd rather lose the money than do a chest pass.
Okay. All right.
What would you do? Are you a chest passer?
For $100,000. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to do for $100,000. You know what I mean?
But I don't even think I could be accurate with a chest pass. Like, just the most unmanly throw ever.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think I'm going chest pass. I'm gonna lock myself in on the chest pass. I mean, the person that won chest pass, you know what I mean? And like, this is something that like it took years, and then now everybody does a chest pass, I think. But I want to see somebody come out there with like an actual arm. I don't know where they find these people because none of them are like naturally athletic. So I think everybody just goes to the chest pass. But I'd love to see somebody out there with like a rocket of an arm, or at least an accurate, over the head throw, just work somebody.
Well, the people that can actually throw aren't signing up for these sweepstakes. Like, guys like that can overhand throw.
Yeah.
They're not signing up. So the chest throwers are like online signing up for this type of bullshit.
Yeah, man. But like
arm throwers, I ain't signing up for like the Dr. Pepper sweepstakes.
Yeah, but $100,000, dude. Like these
have you signed up?
Throwers got to. I've never signed up. No. Well, I'm not a student anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'm a chest passer. Yeah. Hey, it's 6:10. I got to roll here in about 20 minutes.
Let's roll, man.
All right, we'll get Neil on in a little bit to talk more Gator basketball. Everybody,
he needs the link. He's down. Okay, I'm sending him the link now.
All right, well, you guys chat for a bit. I gotta shower and get ready. So, Well, I'll let him in.
How do I end it?
Well, no, like, is he going to come or no? Pause.
Whoa.
You want to just bring him on another show? We'll just bring him on another show. Just tell him.
We'll just bring him on. We'll bring him on the Tuesday show, Monday show.
All right, everybody, if you're watching, join us Monday night, 7:30 on YouTube or X. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the comment.
We're bringing Tank back. Tank's gonna pull up Monday.
Yeah, and take Hawkins. We're going to bring on Monday. We're going to have a lot of interviews this offseason. Everybody, thanks for joining. We appreciate everybody for hanging out for the last 2 hours and 10 minutes, and we will see you guys same corner, different time next week.